this time. Looks for Deutsch. Deutsch at the 1 into the end zone. Aitkin.
Play action now. Look to pass over the middle. It's intercepted by Cole Hebel. Intercepted by Hebel. Rears back, comes downfield, has Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the 40, to the 50, to the 40. Rodriguez is going to keep going.
All right, Fetting's got room, and here's Bo Fetting. Fetting's still on his feet. Fetting's gone.
Looking to pass, playing off, coming left side, picked up by Cotton. Alex Cotton with the pick, he'll take it back and into the end zone.
Turn and hand the ball off. Will Starkey, he thunders his way. 30, 20, one man to beat. He's got the middle's got a man, that's Friddle. Look out, Friddle, 40, 30, he's loose, 20, 10, touchdown.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a good Friday evening here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1 for those also tuning in at yourliveevent.com. It is high school football on the airwaves with the Aitkin Gobblers 1-0 on the season, taking on the 0-1 Pine City Dragons as we fire up our broadcast tonight here from Veterans Field in Aitkin. Paul Vold on the call tonight. Lance Bauman will be doing color. He'll be joining us in just a little while here for this pregame show. Linfield Hines back on the camera once again for yourliveevent.com. We thank you again for tuning into tonight's broadcast. The Aitkin Gobblers 1-0 on the season after shutting out Crosby Ironton 34-0 last week right here at Veterans Field. 34-0, 392 yards of total offense. Well, about two-thirds of that off the legs of Jacob Williams, finishing with a game high of 224 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns rushing in total. Tanner Nissen also added in a touchdown as well, so you got to give him a little bit of credit for the rushing attack for the offense, but it was a slim 16-0 lead in the first quarter, first half let alone as well, with it being only a 16-0 lead at the halftime break. Of course, with that being a defensive front for the Aitkin Gobblers, with them getting a 16-0 advantage thanks to a couple of rushing scores from the likes of Jacob Williams. And then the defense also chipped in with some play of their own, with that being 3 sacks in that first half for Blaze Sanford, as the Gobblers were then able in the second half to open up the gates, that being the stable gates for the rushing attack for Jacob Williams, finishing with 5 touchdowns in that contest as well. But again, the defense holding Crosby Ironton just 121 rushing yards in total on just 44 plays last week, as we welcome in our color analyst here this evening, that being Lance Bauman, joining us here on the call tonight. But Lance, we were just talking about first half, more defensive go for the Gobblers, but in the second half, we did see the offense really open things up for Aitkin.
They did. It was a play-by-play motto for the first half of the Gobblers. They did dominate well the whole game on defense, but they were able to tackle and do a couple different things off and on against the Rangers for sure. The Rangers usually always are very tough, and the Gobblers match up really well to them. But it was a good defensive showing by the Gobblers, and hats off to Crosby. They're a good team and stuff, and they're big and strong, and but the Gobblers' defense was just phenomenal. And then they really turned it up with Jacob Williams too, and he even said it in his post-game interview that the line for the Gobblers did a phenomenal job with all their blocking and whatnot. And it was also nice to see Enstrom get out, start using his arm a little bit and get some passing attempts in and try to get some long yardage. A couple of those plays got thrown back. The Gobblers had very minimal penalties, too, in the game. So it was a good game. And again, coming up now against the Pine City Dragons here tonight. Tonight's another night. A lot cooler for sure out here at Veterans Field.
Very much so. Talking about this week's opponent, 0-1, Pine City, falling in week 1, a 60-8 against the likes of North Branch, but offense definitely did have their struggles for Pine City. Quarterback Bryce Erickson, 4 for 11 for 39 yards. Did throw a touchdown pass to Mason Charles, and rushing attack was very minimal with just a total of 107 yards rushing, with 79 of them being supplied by Jace Preston as well. But Week 1, working out a lot of kinks for both the teams, and especially for Pine City, too, that it seems that looking at their lineup, too, that they are definitely working in a few added players, or at least a few newer players as well. So it'd be interesting to see that transition from Week 1 into the second contest, how much of a difference the performance is for Pine City.
Well, exactly. Again, with that North Branch, I don't know a whole lot about that team down there, but obviously with the score, they obviously dominated on offense for sure. You never know what the Gobbler defense will bring up against this offense also, and we'll see what happens. The Gobblers have about 5 or 6 different likes with the 3-5, the 5-2, the 4-2, and the 4-4. They're stacking a couple different options on defense, so we'll see what happens.
We will see what happens for those tuning in at yourliveevent.com. For those tuning in to the radio as well on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and at rjbroadcasting.com. We'll step aside here for a break. We'll get a look here at Out of Town Scoreboard. We've got 5 football games on the airwaves tonight. We'll talk about that. Of course, we have our conversation with Coach Alan Hills coming up here with the pregame show still on its way as the Gobblers take on Pine City tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and yourliveevent.com.
Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. until 5 p.m. and Saturdays, 8 a.m. until noon. The Tire Barn, service that can't be beat, located on Highway 169 in South Aitkin. The Tire Barn would like to wish all Aitkin Gobbler athletes good luck this season.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. And for those also tuning into the video stream at yourliveevent.com. For those tuning into video, you're getting the live shot of the coin toss happening here right now. So we'll see. I know that I heard at least with some of the pregame meetings out on the field that Coach Hills, if they win the coin toss, they want the ball right away. At least that's what I may have heard, but don't want to confirm nor deny anything. Never want to assume anything because we all know what that does. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman here from Veterans Field in Aitkin, but not the only game we've got on the airwaves tonight. We've got a full slate of action tonight as it will be, of course, getting started all with 6:30 kickoffs planned. Bagley at Pine River Bacchus is over on yourliveevent.com. Also tuning in will be Pequot Lakes at Dilworth, Glendon, Felton. A couple of long road trips open up the year for Devin Kruger. Of course, last week up in Holly, now this week at DGF. That's on Talk 100 KLKS. Mesabi East, well, they have a long trip, but for Tom Martins, just across the street to Crosby Ironton. That's on Skeeter 101.5. Then Pillagers at Ottertail Central. That'll be on Cash 95.93 WIFM. But of course, we do wrap up the evening. After our contest gets done here on KKIN AM, we will have the Minnesota Twins joined in progress as they open up a series that's against the Cleveland Guardians on the Gobbler. And also with the night wrapping up, we'll have coverage of After the Game with Ryan Phelps on Cash 95.9 and also on KKIN FM, Real Country 94.3. So the Aitkin Gobblers, looks like they won the toss and actually going to kick the ball off. They're going to defend the north end zone going south. We'll just make that note here for the opening tap as well. Paul Volt, Lance Bauman, Linfield Hines out on the camera as well. But Lance, talking about here, of course, you did provide a little bit of a nugget of note as well. Defensively, the Gobblers going to be back with one of their key playmakers that's going to be back here. Of course, we did see last week that Kane Byrne was ejected out of the game with a hit late in the contest against Crosby Ironton, but he's actually going to be eligible to play tonight.
Correct. The Minnesota State High School League reviewed the call. They said it was not as aggressive as they said it was out here on the field. They were able to reverse that call, and Mr. Burns will be able to play. So
the Big Red Machine will be out on the field here tonight, sporting that number 1 for the Aitkin Gobbler, red and black. As, of course, tonight also a bit of a special night, too, with it being there were a lot of nights listed. So it's Veterans Night, law enforcement, those active in the military, emergency, first responders, basically anybody in uniform is being honored here with tonight's contest.
Correct. It'll be a hats off to all those extra people that go that extra mile here for our community and abroad. And it'll be another great night here. Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't ask for a better night. Weather's really nice. The temperature's going down. Mosquitoes are, slowly but surely making their way out of here as well. Again, we talked about it when we started the broadcast. Pales in comparison to what we had here last week.
Oh, it was muggy, thick air last Friday night for sure. It's 20 degrees difference here tonight. It's getting into that next couple of weeks here as the fall. It just makes the Friday night lights just a lot more enjoyable when it's cooler, 60 degrees or so. Easier to play, better to hit hard, and the kids just get a little bit more passionate when they're not so hot and sweaty.
Absolutely, and I know as the sun's going down here as we inch closer towards kickoff too, that's going to be a big help once that sun does go down, because last week there were a couple instances where the glare of the sun that was coming from behind us may have affected a few plays out on the field, but certainly going to be a very interesting matchup tonight. Of course, this matchup against Pine City, last couple years been fairly one-sided, with Aitkin winning last year 42-8. That was over at their place, but winning back here at Aitkin in 2020, 48-26. And then 3 years ago now, 2019, a 20-16 loss that was over in Pine City. So some fairly physical matchups. I know both these teams like to keep it on the ground and definitely work the battle at the line of scrimmage is going to be a big focal point tonight.
Yeah, for sure, and as both teams start the last couple of years, I've just seen the line get bigger for both schools for sure. Gobblers again have 17 seniors that are returning this year. A lot of depth for the Gobblers, and the likes of Craig Ashton out there, and a couple other big guys right at the front, Hankey, and so it's pretty neat to see and it'll be a good line domination game.
Certainly will be. Of course, we had our conversation earlier tonight with head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers, Coach Alan Hills, and we'll talk about that conversation, especially after week 1 with a hot, muggy night it was last week. Maybe a couple kids that did cramp up. There was one injury of note with John McGuire. He's going to be out a couple of weeks with a knee, but seems that he's going to be back a lot sooner than initially indicated. We had that full conversation with Coach Alan Hills coming up here on the pregame show. We'll take a break here on yourliveevent.com and also on KKI, and get you that interview with Coach Hills coming up here on the other side of this break. High school football with Aitkin taking on Pine City. This is the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back to the pregame show here tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. For those also tuning in at the video stream, yourliveevent.com, as we catch it now with head coach for the Aitkin Gobblers, Coach Alan Hills, joins us here on the pregame show. Coach, we certainly do appreciate your time, as always, for talking with us before tonight's game.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Paul.
Of course, we get week one in the books with a victory, of course, by the score of 34-0, winning the stump against the Crosby Ironton Rangers. Back-to-back years with a shutout for your squad, too. Tell us a little bit about what you saw there down on the field early on. I know it was the rushing attack of Jacob Williams that really led the way for the Gobbler offense.
Yeah, like we talked about after the game, a little bit of a slow start, a little bit of rust to shake off some guys that are playing a little more football than they're used to, or starters for the first time. So there's some nerves that come with all of that, and just first game jitters. Once we settled in the second quarter, I thought we started playing much better, and as the game progressed, very well after that. Didn't score in the third, but I think 3 times in the fourth. So solid overall. Lots to clean up, but it's like I told the guys. If that was our ceiling, it'd be concerning, but we have a lot of things to improve. So, overall a good win and things to correct and things to adjust.
Talking about, too, especially, Coach, with that little bit of the slow start on the offensive side, yet the defense certainly did hold its own, especially with that, 16-0 halftime lead. Things were a little bit slim, especially with your defense holding down Crosby Ironton and not allowing turnovers to be taken upon and taken in for scores by the Rangers, too.
Yeah, the defense played great. Blaze Sanford, I think 3 sacks in the first half that were, on some big situations and getting the ball back in our offense's hands. But they just did a good job of staying lane sound and gap sound and, not allowing anything other than that first play of the game, anything too big. And, teams are going to move the ball here and there, and as long as you can, weather those storms and keep them out of the end zone, things are going to usually end up pretty good for you.
Coach, you talked about it, too, with things to clean up, especially with a week of practice for this week in this matchup, too. I know that maybe a big thing were a handful of penalties in the second half that kind of slowed down the game and slowed the pace of the offense and allowed an extra opportunity or two for Crosby Ironton. What have you been guys looking at here with this week of practice leading up to this contest tonight?
Yeah, that was a big focal point that we've talked about, is just the silly mistakes and eliminating those and, putting your team before yourself and not getting caught up in some of the little things that go on throughout the course of a football game. But as far as just getting our running backs running behind their pads, getting our linebackers to stay a little bit more gap sound, probably the biggest focus is just play as a team. Understand that, trust the guy next to you, do your job and don't worry about trying to be Superman out there, and good things are going to happen. We're not built on single athletes. We're built on, 11 guys on each side of the ball and including special teams, and just doing what's asked of you, not anything more.
Coach, I know we kind of briefly talked about in the post-game show last week, too, with it being a warm night that it was on the last contest, of course, against Crosby Ironton last Thursday. It was going to be a little bit of a different feel for this contest, with it going to be a cooler night, too. But everybody make it out through the first game and into this coming week of practice unscathed. Everybody a couple of bumps here and there?
We got one kid that's going to be out for a couple of weeks with a knee, but otherwise nothing too catastrophic. John McGuire injured his knee earlier in the game, and he'll be out for a couple games probably, but we'll, excited to get him back here shortly. But, we got guys that can step up, hopefully, and fill in for him in the time being. And other than that, just a lot of bumps and bruises. And, I think for some of them, understanding that two-way football isn't exactly the same as playing, in spots at times.
Coach, with this match begins, Pine City 2, throwing maybe a constant that's going to be keeping an eye to the sky with how the weather may dictate, maybe a little bit of a soggy situation over at Veterans Field 2. What are you looking at here with this matchup for your team to get off to a good start here tonight?
Two very similar teams. They try to run the ball quite a bit. They use a double tight T formation as their base package, and we're wishbone. So clearly nobody who's spreading you out and doing anything too tricky, but they're going to try to be physical at the point of attack, very similar to us, and it's going to come down to who's more physical and who plays lower. It's going to be a lot of those little things. Something we've preached all week is staying low, run, play behind your pads, and do all those little things, and that's going to be the difference maker probably tomorrow night or tonight.
Coach, we certainly do appreciate the time, as always, for you to come on the pregame show. Best of luck tonight. We'll look forward to talking to you after the game as well.
Thanks, Paul. Appreciate it.
Head coach for Aitkin Gobblers, Alan Hills, joins us on the pregame show. The Gobblers take on the Pine City Dragons. Gobblers are 1-0 on the season. Pine City is 0-1. We'll get you back at the Veterans Field. Opening kick is on its way. We will also get you a look at more with the pregame show as the Gobblers take on the Pine City Dragons tonight. High school football on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Visit AitkinMotorsCO.com.
Welcome back to Aitkin High School's Veterans Field here this evening on the Gobbler. I was going to get you on sooner or later here. Of course, Paul Vold, Lance Bauman joining here for color commentary here tonight as we get ready for this contest of high school football with KKIN. Broadcasting live here tonight, the Aitkin Gobblers taking on the Pine City Dragons. Of course, get a look here at starting lineups for both squads here this evening. Starting first, the visiting team, the Pine City Dragons tonight. They went with their starting defense tonight. Number 3 is a defensive back, a senior, John Mead. Number 7 is a linebacker, junior Emmanuel Hernandez Luck here this evening, while number 28 is a linebacker. He is a junior in Jace Preston. Number 34, a linebacker, a senior in Riley Cummings. A number 42, I should say, linebacker in junior, I should say, and Hunter Haug. Number 44 is a linebacker. He is a senior, Mason Charles. Number 52 is a linebacker, a senior in Nicholas Ploshik. And also number 63 tonight is number 63, like I said, a linebacker, a junior in Matthew Blake. Number 73, a defensive lineman, a sophomore, Nicholas Stewart. And number 76, number 76, I should say, defensive lineman in a junior, Tucker Kubish, and also number 79, a defensive lineman, a junior, in Zachary Watts. Co-head coaches Andrew Berger and Nathan Fort are the co-head coaches for the Pine City Dragons. Now we get to the Aitkin Gobblers starting lineup. Be remiss we didn't mention our scout team player of the week, number 52, Colton Bauman. And then we go with the starting offense this week for the Aitkin Gobblers. Wide receiver, he is a junior wearing number 10, and Braden Smith. Tight end, a senior, number 32, Nathan Price. Tackle, that being a senior, number 55 is Blaze Sanford, while number 73 is a guard and a senior, Martin Henke. Center is number 61, a senior, in Ethan Coons. Number 57, a guard and a senior, Landon Collar. And also a tackle, senior, number 63, Craig Ashton. Backfield for the Gobblers will be a sophomore in number 7, Jacob Williams. Senior running back in number 27, Tanner Nissen. And also a senior running back, number 15, in Alex Palm. While starting quarterback is number 8, the senior, Zach Enstrom for the Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers did win the toss. They are going to be deferring to the second half, actually, but they will kick things off here to start off tonight's ball game. And Lance, what do you think is going to be key for the Gobblers to get off to a good start tonight?
The penetration from the defense right away, get into that backfield, make some quick stops, get a 3-and-out for everybody, and get the Gobblers offense out there and get something happening right away within the first couple minutes.
Gobblers with the home black uniforms, black on black with the black helmets. Red A, white trim around the A on the side of the helmet. Black helmets with the black jerseys. Aitkin going across the chest with red numbers and white trim with the solid black pants here tonight. Normally go with the white pants, but changing things up, going with the black pants tonight.
I think they were, the moms, I think, had something to do with this. They didn't want to get all the wet grass stains out of that white pants, so that's why they said, you know what, Coach, you got to go with black on black.
At the end of the day, no matter how much a head coach has say, it's the moms that always get the final say when it comes to something like that. But Pine City with the road white uniforms, green numbers, black trim with the black pants, green and white down stripes down this side with the matte black helmets and the green shimmer dragon logo on the side of the helmet.
Those are some pretty cool helmets.
I am a fan of them as well, so definitely no argument from me on that. But again, one of 5 ball games on the airwaves tonight, and we're just getting underway before the start of ours. Of course, tuning in here on KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1 at rjbroadcasting.com with our audio stream and the video stream, thanks to our friends at that being yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold on call with Lance Bauman. Linfield Hines back on the camera once again. We didn't scare him off last week. It's going to probably take a lot more than that to scare Linfield Hines away from camera duties. But again, the Gobblers will be kicking off north to south here from Veterans Field. So we wait the kickoff team to approach. Deep man for the Pine City Dragons, that's going to be, I believe, number 18, and Braxton Peets set back deep to receive the opening kick for the Pine City Dragons. Couple of up men to each side of him, about 10 yards in front of him. Number 1, Aiden Austinson, and also looks like number 17 and Logan Kalecki will be splitting, or is that number 12? Not quite sure. Can't read. Oh, it's 17. 17 on the far side of the field there. Yep, it is 17. Right as I needed a number, he kindly turns around and lets us preview the number on the back of the jersey. So
we know he's listening.
As it will be Ethan Price to kick things off for the Aitkin Gobblers. He'll make his approach. Boots one low and hard. Will be fielded on a hop by Peets. Goes between his legs inside the 15 up to the 10. He'll make his way back to the 15, but before being hammered just shy of the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for Pine City inside their own 20-yard line. Set up first down and 10, 11:54 on the scoreboard to kick off quarter number 1. Chain gang on the far side of the field being anchored by Jeremy Jansen. Henry Palm on the far side of the field. One other gentleman, I know his face, don't know his name, I think. Lance, you would know. Hard to tell from over here.
Looks like a Wold. No. It is hard to tell. Well, we get to this time of year, you see Darshawn Christie over there for sure, but
That's
then
true.
it's, we all put our jackets on and we're short and round.
This is very true. Handoff on the first play of the game, running right up the middle. Looks like Preston might have gotten the first carry of the ball game, starting off at the 16-yard line for a gain of 1. We'll say Jace Preston got the opening handoff for a gain. We'll say Kalecki actually gets the correction. At least someone's paying attention here for about a 2-yard gain on first down, setting up 2nd and 8. Quarterback Bryce Erickson manning the charge offensively for the Pine City Dragons. Preston, a senior. Starting quarterback, defensive back listed as well. Full house backfield once again. Go handoff, this time to left with number 3 getting the carry and John Mead. Mead will get the carry off the left side with a couple of blockers out in front for another good gain. This one will make it about a 6-yard carry for John Mead.
Paul Enstrom on that stop.
Setting up now first 3rd down opportunity for the Gobbler defense, facing 3rd and 2, ball up to the 24. Needs to get just beyond that 26-yard line for a first down. Gobbler defense trying to get the teammates and their fans on their side. Handoff running left side. It's going to be very close on top of the marker to get. Pine City signaling first down for a short gain. And number 28, Preston on the carry, needed about 2 yards to get, depending on the spot. And we will get our first opportunity here to bring out the sticks. Looks like, potentially. We will get an official measurement, so we'll get our chain gang out on the field. That'll afford us the opportunity right off the bat to get to my favorite sponsor of the ball game. 3 plays in. It's our Stonemark Land Surveying chain gang measurement. Or are they going to measure it? Okay, now they're bringing out the chain gang.
They're bringing out the chain. It looks like that is Scott McDonald and Henry Palm.
Of course, you can contact Stonemark for your boundary property measurement needs. Visit stonemarksurvey.com, where every foot counts. And every foot's going to count here on this measurement for the first down. It is 4th and short, as it will be by about half a yard, it looks like. Maybe got about a yard there for Preston on that first carry for him for tonight's 4th and 1. Yard marker on the far side of the field. Chain gang will get reset. 10:32 to go here. It is the opening series of quarter number 1. Offense set out with a 3-man backfield, lining it up horizontally with Preston under center. Hard count, facing 4th and 1, looking towards the sideline. Coach Fort calling out the play before the play call should get in. Handoff right up the middle, short. 2nd, 3rd opportunity, trying to drive off to the right side. And it looks like Kalecki got enough for that first down. Has initially stopped once, twice, but then the 3rd effort from Kalecki moves the chains for a first down.
The Gobblers did a good job plugging that A and B gap there right away, but again, Kalecki was able to bounce out and get out on the outside.
The end off the far side again. Just continued to try to hold on as long as he could, but then Kalecki able to get a secondary spin off that tackle from the far side of the line of scrimmage, but a first down of the night for Pine City. Under 10 to go here, first series of the ball game. Handoff running over left side, no faking it, going back to pass. It's going to be intercepted by the Magic Man. It's Eli Christie. He'll pick it off and send it the other way for the Gobblers, thanks to Eli Christie's interception.
Eli gets into the inside to 30 there. Looks like they're going to spot the ball right about the 27-yard line for the Gobblers.
The Magic Man comes through, pulls the rabbit out of the hat with an INT to set up the Gobblers first down and 10 from the 27 of Pine City to open up the ball game. First offensive series for Aitkin. See that wishbone-style offense. 1 receiver split out to the left side of the line of scrimmage in, that being Braden Smith. Zach Enstrom giving handoff to Jacob Williams. Stuffed at the line, but fighting his way forward for a couple of yards. Maybe gets about 2, maybe 3 off the initial rush and inside the 25. So a good gain on first down there. What initially looked like a short gain gets about 4 for Jacob Williams on his first carry of the night.
9 minutes, 30 seconds left here in the first quarter.
2nd down and looks like about 6 yards to go. Ball right on top of the 25-yard marker. Gobbler offense being spotted thanks to an Eli Christie interception. Get 1 receiver to left, that being Ian McNevin, on the line of scrimmage. Pitch play to the left for Alex Palm. Gets a block, gets a second one, gets around down to the 20-yard line and moves the chains for a first down. Needed 8. He gets about 9 yards for Alex Palm on that pitch going to the left.
It's like they're spot the ball back a little bit there.
Ooh, wow. Not enough for a first down. Make it third down and about, 1 yard to go. So about a 7-yard carry on first down, on second down, setting up 3rd and 1 right now at the 19-yard line. They'll say about the 18 actually, as Enstrom gives it up right up the middle, bouncing off to the left, fighting his way for an extra yardage for the Gobblers. And that'll be Alex Palm, it looked like, for another carry, and we'll make it now a first down for the Gobblers.
Going to place it on the 11-yard line.
Solid yardage there. Palm gets the carry on that opportunity. Now setting up 1st and 10 from the, looks like about the 11-yard line. Gobblers knocking on the door here with a turnover and looking to turn it into 6. Tanner Nissen and also Jacob Williams split the backfield with Zach Enstrom under center. One receiver to the right side. That's Eli Christie. They'll give handoff now to Christie, fighting his way, to Nissen left side, down to about the 5.
Tanner did a good job bouncing on the outside of that tackle and getting an extra couple of yards out on the outside there.
Second down and about 5 yards to go. 8:22 to go. Ball down to about the 6, cutting the down and distance in half. 2nd and 5 now from the 6-yard line. Gobblers right in the red zone and on an opportunity to put themselves in front early with 8:08 counting downward in this first quarter. Enstrom back under center, split backfield. Giving handoff to Jacob Williams. Gets around the line, down to the goal line. Touchdown for the Aitkin Gobblers. No flags on the play. Gobblers up 6-0. 6-yard carry. Finds his way for 6. And a touchdown for the Aitkin Gobblers for a 2-point attempt coming up here with 7:57 to play in quarter number 1.
Setzer comes in for the Gobblers.
Same with that offensive set with the likes of Nissen and Williams splitting the backfield and Palm in the fullback spot. Give handoff to Williams running off the right guard into the end zone. It's an 8-0 lead for the Aitkin Gobblers. 8-0 our score with 7:57 to play here. Quarter number 1. Gobblers lead on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
7:57 to play here, quarter number 1 on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. And Eli Christie, INT, goes for 6. That being Jacob Williams, now 6 touchdowns in 2 games. And, well, this one went from 6 yards out, 8-0 lead here on the scoreboard here with yourliveevent.com. We'll just get that updated, and there it is, like movie magic here tonight. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman on the call. Good start offensively for the Gobblers, especially with that interception turned into points.
Again, for sure, the Gobblers just kick off.
Craig Ashton be fielded by Austinson at his own 20, fighting his way to the 25. Puts the ball down on the ground, though. They're going to say he was down as the ball was coming out, but Aiden Austinson almost gives the Gobblers another golden opportunity to pounce on a loose ball. 7:50 to go, quarter number 1 here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com. 8-0 our score. Gobblers do hold the advantage. 1 series offensively and 1 touchdown defensively as well, giving up that early first down in a short yardage situation. But then first passing play goes for an interception with Bryce Erickson back under center. He'll give handoff, running over to the right side, and short gain on first down for the running back.
Number 42.
42 there being Hunter Hogue. Short gain for him. 2 yards on that gain for him. 2nd and 8. Ball up to the 27-yard line. Pine City 0-1 on the season again. Fell 60-8 last week against that being North Branch. North Branch last week, but again, not quite sure. A bit of a bigger school down at North Branch, so we'll take that as it is week 1 matchup. Faking the handoff, rolling left side, trying to escape the pressure. He will not get away from it as he's taken down to the ground. It's Walker Jones with a sack for the Gobblers.
That'll set the ball back to about the 15-yard line of the Gobblers.
Walker Jones getting that pressure. Initially pounced away by, I want to say it might have been his fellow defensive end, Alex Palm there, or at least coming off the edge there. And then Walker Jones comes around and picks up the loose change for the sack, setting him now back 3rd down and 20 from the 15-yard line of Pine City. Last week it was Blaze Sanford with 3 sacks in the first half so far. Just one, that one going to Walker Jones for the first time tonight. Trying to get set up offensively here. Now moving a player back to the line of scrimmage, sending a man in motion as we'll go right side. Tackle for loss, and it'll be a big tackle for a loss.
Jacob Williams on that stop.
Jacob Williams just was not fooled at all coming through the line of scrimmage, and another big loss will set back the running back for the Pine City Dragons all the way down inside. Goodness, almost the 5-yard line it looks like for about a 10-yard loss on that run play.
That'll bring up that 4th and 30 here.
Far, we'll say. 4th and far. Jacob Williams going to go back to receive the punt. He's standing at the 35 of Pine City, while the punter for Pine City, he'll be standing in the shadow of his own end zone as it'll be a low line drive kick, but fielded. Spinning is Jacob Williams. He's at the 35 to the 30. Cuts it inside of the 20. 25 spins off another tackler. He's got nothing but green grass in front of him. If he can get to the edge, it's a touchdown. It is a punt return touchdown from the 35-yard line, and the Gobblers are up 14-0. Jacob Williams finds the end zone once again.
That was some awesome blocking there by the Gobbler punt return team as they got out to this one side, and Jacob did a good job just following his blockers and getting on the inside and then getting across the field, got to the open grass and made it in.
35-yard punt return TD with a 2-point attempt coming here from Jacob Williams momentarily. Didn't even have to kick. They kicked it right to him, it seems, here with it being again, a 14-0 lead. We'll get that updated here on the scoreboard real quick as we'll go for the 2-point attempt here with just 5:18 to play here in quarter number 1. Zach Enstrom back under center for the Gobblers. He'll man the offense. Hand off to Kane Byrne running up the middle in the end zone. Touchdown for the 2-point conversion to make it a 16-0 lead for Aitkin. Gobblers with 5:18 to play, quarter number 1, 16-0 our score on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
Welcome back here on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also at yourliveevent.com. Gobbler offense, well, didn't even need to touch the field on the previous play. Punt return touchdown, 35 yards out. The Gobblers go up 16-0 here in quarter number 1. We were talking during the break, just too perfect of a kick, spiraling, lands right in the breadbasket of Jacob Williams. And again, like you said, Lance, great blocking in front.
Yep.
Be Nathan Price to kick things off here for the Gobblers. Another low end-over-end kick. They'll be fielded right about the 35, picked up by number 1, Aiden Austinson. This one, ball put down on the ground, fight for it on top of it. Who's going to come out with it? Gobblers are pointing, saying that they haven't. Who's going to come out with the loose ball? Officials are burying bodies and moving it. And it looks like a flag thrown on the play. Gobblers do get the football, but there was a flag thrown on the play as kids were coming out of the pile. Couple hands of the sky there. We'll see.
Well, got to keep it clean no matter what. There was some extracurricular activities after the stop there.
Gobblers get the football after a recovered drop kickoff. Setting up first down and 10. Right now it's first down and 10 from the 35 of Pine City. Let's see here. This one against Pine City, actually.
Yeah.
Penalty against Pine City will actually move the ball further into their own end of the field with a 16-0 advantage from the 35. Let's mark it up a few yards. Looks like a personal foul penalty, and that's going to move it to the 20-yard line after the 15 yards marked off penalty yardage-wise. Gobblers set pretty with a 16-0 lead here in only their second offensive series, Lance.
Yeah.
Zach Enstrom back under center. Nissen and Byrne, it looks like, to split the backfield. Hand off to Nissen, left side. Good block out in front from the 20, just shy of the 10-yard line, down to the 11 on the first down carry for Tanner Nissen. Second and short. Looks like about 2nd and 8. We'll call a 2nd and 2, we'll say. An 8-yard carry for Tanner Nissen.
That was some good misdirection and a good handoff by Enstrom there as he psyched off to everybody was going to the right, and he handed off to Nissen and got down underneath and went out the outside tackle on the left side.
4:40 to play here, quarter number 1. Clock will continue to run with the Gobblers running the football with a 16-0 lead. 2nd and 2 from the 12-yard line for Aitkin. Enstrom with one receiver to his right. He'll give handoff to Kane Byrne, running his way just inside the 10 from down the 5-yard line, as it'll be good enough for a first down and setting up first and goal for the Aitkin Gobblers for about a 7-yard run for Kane Byrne. And that will move the chains here. We got a stoppage here. Timeout maybe? Yes, timeout taken by the Pine City Dragons. Give us a chance to stretch our legs and, we even catch our breath as well. 4:21 to play. Gobblers lead 16-0 in quarter number 1 on the Gobbler and rjbroadcasting.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome back here to Veterans Field tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and available at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com. 4:21 to play here, quarter number 1. Gobblers set up first and goal from the 5-yard line. Second offensive series with a 16-0 advantage. It's been Jacob Williams, a 6-yard running touchdown and 35-yard punt return TD for the Gobblers. First and goal from the 5-yard line. Enstrom under his center. He'll go pitch over to left for Alex Palm. Gets a block out in front, trying to punch his way down the goal line. Spins his way to the end zone. Touchdown for the Gobblers. There's the cannon fire. I thought maybe we had a flag thrown on the play as a delayed cannon fire, but nonetheless, Gobblers up 22-0 with an Alex Palm 5-yard rushing touchdown. 22-0 for Aitkin. We'll get the 2-point attempt here with 4:14 to go. Gobblers very efficient with the football thus far, with now their 3rd score in this opening quarter at 4:15 to play with that 5-yard rushing touchdown from Alex Palm. 2-point attempt coming up. Kane Byrne, and also it will be Jacob Williams splitting the backfield for Aitkin. Hand off to Williams, spinning his way down to the goal line. 2-point attempt is good. 24-0, Gobblers lead on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. Take a quick break. See what Pine City's got coming out of the kickoff that will be coming our way here on the Gobbler, yourliveevent.com.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough.
Welcome back here on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. For those also tuning in, yourliveevent.com. You see it as a 24-0 lead here with the Pine City Dragons trailing your Aitkin Gobblers. Gobblers working quick, just sticking with the ground game, just giving it and letting the line and the backs do most of the work here tonight, Lance.
Well, exactly. The Gobblers have been able to return a couple, interceptions and turnovers and capitalize on it. You know, they had a fumble this last kickoff, and the Gobblers capitalizing on any mistakes that Pine City's given up.
Craig Ashen will kick it off. He'll field it up to number 18 for the Pine City Dragons at the 20 to the 25, and stuffed right at the 25-yard line was the return man in Braxton Peets.
Workman on that stop.
4:09 to play here in quarter number one. Offense for the Pine City Dragons. Back out on the field once again. Been really much since that opening series that was stalled by that interception from Eli Christie. Couple of run plays for handlers of the football offensively on the rushing attack, and they'll go three split in that backfield. A handoff, running left side, short gain, looks like for number 1, I believe that was Aiden Austinson, and it'll be Kalecki.
Yep, 17 there.
Short gain on first down. Actually, no gain, they're going to say. No gain for Kalecki on that first carry of the offensive series. 3:50 to go in quarter number one as the Gobblers lead 24-0. Pristine fall night here from Veterans Field. Some people going with the short sleeves, long pants. Others going the long sleeve, short pants tonight. Dealer's choice here tonight is go handoff right side for another minimal gain, this time on second down.
No, watching the Gobbler defense here, they're splitting it up a little bit too. Again, jumping from the 4-4 to the 5-2 a little bit.
Al got the short gain on second down, now making it third down. Looks like about 8 yards to go from the 27. Clock will continue to wind, with it being third and long. Last time we got into this situation for Pine City, it was a passing opportunity back in their first offensive series that turned into an interception. 3 down linemen for the Aitkin Gobblers. Linebackers crowding the line of scrimmage. Will go handoff, bouncing up to the middle. Another short gain for about 1. Lucky for the carry. It's 4th carry of the night. 4th, and looks like this will be about 4th and 6, it looks like. Ball at the 29-yard line of Pine City. And now just 2.5 to play here in quarter number one. Gobblers up 24-0. 6-yard rushing touchdown from Jacob Williams. 35-yard punt return touchdown for Williams, followed by a 5-yard rushing score from Alex Palm. 4th and long, sending out the punt team as punt will be blocked out of the air. It's tipped by Walker Jones. Falling on top of it is number 34 and Riley Cummings, but Walker Jones gets a hand on it.
Yeah, he came back on that kicker's side there, and it was awesome. He just laid right out and was able to get a piece of that. 2 minutes left here in the first quarter, and they're right back into scoring position.
Special teams doing their part tonight here this evening. Again, they did get that punt return touchdown. Now they get a blocked punt. 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Gobblers set with 2:02 to play here in quarter number one. Walker Jones with that blocked punt. It'll be a sack and a block punt here tonight for Walker Jones, as it will be the offense. 1st and goal, I should say, from the 10. Enstrom under center, sending a man out of the backfield, that being Caden Byrne. He'll come in motion, set up to the right slot on the line of scrimmage. Going handoff to Jacob Williams, fighting his way from the 10, just inside to about the 4-yard line. Gain on first down of about 6 yards for Jacob Williams. Clock will continue to go here with 1:44, Lance.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say that same time. You and I are thinking the same thing. You're just way smoother at talking and spinning it out of your mouth. So good job, Paul Bold. I appreciate you.
I like to think I know how to talk at least. Now, if I only knew how to read, that's a different story altogether. Under 90 seconds to play here, quarter number 1. Back under center, one receiver to left side of line of scrimmage for Enstrom. He'll roll out to the right, looking for a pass. He's going to keep it himself down to the goal line, and he's going to be very close. It will be a touchdown for the Gobbler quarterback in Zach Enstrom. 30-0 is the score, with a 2-point attempt coming up this time. A short rush and a touchdown for Zach Enstrom.
Pine City had some good coverage on that, and that was good thinking by Zach Enstrom to just tuck it down and get in that extra couple yards and get inside.
4-yard rushing score for that being Zach Enstrom. As we'll get the 2-point attempt coming up. Hand off, Kane Byrne fighting his way down to the goal line. It's going to be no good. 2-point attempt, no good for the Gobblers after they get that block punt. They find their way for a 30-0 score. Quarter number 1 with 1:13 to play. We'll take a break here on the Gobbler and also at yourliveevent.com.
And small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to...
Hey, welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. We pause for a dramatic effect there going into the break. 30-0 our score here as Craig Ashton kicks off the football to Braxton Peets at his own 15-yard line up to the 20, gets to the 25 and stonewalled once again by the Gobbler return team. Gobbler special teams just pinning their ears back tonight, Lance.
That was just a huge hit again by Walker Jones. He just lowered his shoulder and just smothered him right there at the 25.
Walker Jones, an early candidate, at least for our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game here tonight, just laying the wood here with 1:08 to play here in quarter number 1. Again, the offense for Pine City Dragons, after at least a productive start here to the ball game, definitely have tapered off since then. Handoff running right up the middle. Short gain, and it just picks him up, slams him down. Flag thrown on the play. Kalecki will get at least 2 yards on that carry, but
Hayden Workman on that stop.
Hayden Workman, a little excessive with the tackle, it seemed there, at least a little bit. Well, they're going to talk things over. Not all 4 flags out on the field after that tackle from the Gobbler defender after a short gain. Now that will move the chains and at least move the penalty yardage further for the Pine City Dragons after picking up and putting him down aggressively, we'll say, unfortunately. Emotions running a little high here. It's 30-0. You got a minute left here in the first quarter, too, Lance.
Hayden Workman did a good job on a double leg there as a wrestler and just lifted him up. And unfortunately, he did not lay him down on the green field. He tackled him.
So that's going to move the ball up just shy of the 44-yard line. Furthest that Pine City has been tonight with the offense after a couple of woeful series that were hampered by the Gobbler defense.
Again, to give Pine City one of their few first downs.
Yes, another first down. It will be to the right side. Good gain up to midfield there on a carry. Still fighting for the yardage. The Pine City Dragon back. Looks like Williams on the tackle. Carry made by, I believe, number 28. That's going to be Jace Preston right at midfield for about a 6-yard carry.
20 seconds left here in the first quarter to go.
Yeah, about 20 seconds counting downward right at midfield. Go hand off to Preston right side of the 40 forward into Gobbler territory for the first time tonight. Gobbler's defense allows Pine City into their half of the field, setting up third down and about 2 yards ago, and that will end quarter number 1. It is a 30-0 lead here after the first quarter. Take a break. Gobbler football back coming in here after this quick break here on YourLiveEvent.com and the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1.
Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Realtor.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. First quarter finally in the books, Lance, after a good start for the Gobbler offense.
They just did a phenomenal job. Again, the turnovers were huge for the Gobblers. They got a fumble recovery, interception by Christie, and they capitalized, and they had some good, solid running for the Gobblers.
Everything but the kitchen sink in quarter number 1. You get the block punt return, fumble recovery of a kickoff, an interception. Somebody threw somebody somewhere, and, well, lo and behold, now it's Pine City here with their only 2 first downs, one of them coming off that penalty from Hayden Workman on the, I guess you would call it a personal foul penalty.
It was a personal foul.
Mm-hmm. But Aitkin has the advantage of being up 30-0, but Pine City driving offensively to Preston. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage, going to be fighting for extra yards and fighting his way for a first down. It's going to be very close. Driving towards our end of the field here on this half. It'll be 4th and short, it looks like, but they are going to bring in the chain gang, it looks like. At least the official is going to be signaling it will be 4th down. Gets about a yard, does Jace Preston on the carry for Pine City. $11:45 to go here, quarter number 1. Out-of-town scoreboard updates. We'll get you to those as best we can. Unfortunately, right now, probably to our benefit, coming up after our ball game here, the Twins game against Cleveland's in a rain delay right now, so quite possibly a little bit of extra incentive. Maybe we'll get extra baseball late tonight right here on the Gobbler. Quick whistle here after the play when ball was being snapped. Getting an official stoppage here as our official on the far side of the field talking things over with one of the coaches for Pine City. With a 30-0 advantage, 4th and 1. Ball needs to get right to the 45 of Aitkin. It's spotted just beyond the 44. As
looks like line judge has got some questions, and the
talking one of the coaches for Pine City. I wonder if that's Coach Fort on the far side of the field talking with him. Co-head coach with Andrew Berger is Coach Fort for Pine City. 11:24 to play here in this second quarter. Get a couple late subs out on the field here for Aitkin too. Get some fresh legs out there.
Yep, Nathan Price comes in for the Gobblers along with Craig Ashton and Blaze Sanford, all new down linemen.
4th and 1 by a solid football and a half. Needs that first down. It will still be 4th down, signaled by the white hat out on the field. 30-0 our score. Bryce Erickson, 3 men line the backfield, giving handoff to Kalecki right up the middle, fighting for the extra yard. He's going to get the first down. Needed about a yard and a half. He gets about 2, and we get a player down on the field, unfortunately, for the Pine City Dragons, as Kalecki will get those 2 yards and the first down for Pine City. Well, we got a chance as well here tonight. Let's get a look here at an out-of-town scoreboard. Over on YourLiveEvent.com, Pine River Bacchus in a tight one, 6-0 after quarter number 1 as they fight their way here tonight. That being on YourLiveEvent.com. Noah Caruso on the call for that one, first solo broadcast of his career with R&J Broadcasting. Pine River Bacchus playing host to Bagley. After 1 quarter, Crosby Ironton on top of Mesabi East 6-0, and that is on Skeeter 101.5. Looks like The likes of Otter Tail Central is leading 14-0 after one quarter against the Pillager Huskies on Cash 95.9 3WI. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton on top of Pequot Lakes 14-0 on Talk 100 KLKS. So 11:16 to play here in this first half of football. 30-0 our score. All scores coming in that first quarter from the Gobblers. But again, this drive being extended after a penalty from the likes of the Gobblers. But right now, Gobbler defense, you know what? Seeing a little bit more action here, of course, with this series. And you know what? Still working in fresh legs and fresh bodies with just about every other play, it seems, Lance.
It is good to see the rotation. And again, like I said, the Gobblers do have a handful of different looks that they can do on defense there. And Coach Sean Smith does a phenomenal job with the depth that he has for the Gobblers here.
So one of the tight ends for Pine City in Ricky Klepper being helped off the field by the training staff for Pine City. It'll be first down and 10. They spot the ball inside of the Gobbler 44. First down and 10 with 11:16 to play until halftime. Will be a new new set of downs, I should say. Kalecki and will not get the handoff. It will be John Mead running off the left side of the line of scrimmage up to the 40-yard line, cuts his way down to about the 37 before being pushed out of bounds. Clock will continue to run with John Mead getting only his second carry of the night. Solid game for about 6 yards on first down for the Dragons.
And that was a good open field tackle by Eli Christie there on that far side.
10:40 and counting downward in for the first half of football. 30-0 our score, but Pine City driving the football effectively here for the first time in this offensive series. Giving handoff to Kalecki up the middle. Takes a couple of Gobblers with him for another first down. Down to about the 30-yard line. They are going to mark it. Went from about the 37 to the 30 for 7 yards and another first down for the Dragons.
Enstrom on that stop there in the secondary.
Chain gang is set. Clock will wind. Now 10.5 to go until halftime. Ball right on top of the 30-yard line with Pine City driving offensively. Couple of tight ends as Erickson will go back to pass. Throws over the middle. It's going to be tipped out of the air. They're going to throw the flag, and that's going to be, it looks like pass interference as the tight end going up for it, number 34, and Riley Cummings was interfered with, according to our official on the backside of the play. Make it now 2 penalties. Pass interference against the Gobblers. Ball was, flag is marked right on top to about the 15-yard line. The ball is spotted at the 30. 10:07 to play. Clock is stopped. Second penalty this drive that will extend it for Pine City as the Gobblers. Now their second penalty of the night as well.
Unfortunately, both those penalties against the Gobblers were both huge, huge penalties.
Flag was thrown about the 15, and the ball is marked at the 15. The one time that it's a spot foul, if you will, here in this high school contest. Keeping it is Erickson himself, short gain on first down, fighting his way from the 15 just inside to about the 12-yard line. Erickson with a carry.
Craig Ashton and Kane Byrne on those stops.
Under 10 to play here in this first half of football. 30-0 our score, 9:43 counting downward. About a 2-yard carry for Bryce Erickson. His first carry of the night. He'll give handoff left side, and swallowed at the line of scrimmage was Ashton Seals. He'll be stuffed for, well, looks like they'll give him about a half yard on that carry for Ashton Seals.
Sanford on that stop there. Denton also in now at nose tackle for the defense.
We'll set up now with 9 minutes and change to go here in this first half. 30-0 score, 3rd down and 7. Gobbler defense would like to get off the field even after a couple of costly penalties. Giving handoff right side this time, has an opportunity. Jacob Williams through the line of scrimmage and takes a tackle for a loss on the carry by the running back in. That'd be Jace Preston. And now makes it 4th down and about 13 to go. So a loss of 6 on the carry for Jace Preston. And the offense for Pine City remains out on the field. 8:37 counting downward here in this first half. Paul Vold with Lance Bauman, Linfield Hines on the camera tonight. 8:25 to play here. Full house backfield splitting the way in the backfield. Going for the pass, looking for the back corner of the end zone. A pass goes incomplete, 4th and 10, and that will be a turnover on downs. Gobblers avoid giving up the points. After a couple costly defensive penalties, Gobblers get the ball back offensively.
Yeah, with 8 minutes left here in the first half, again, leading 30-0. The Gobblers can just about test and drive anything, but they are back. They're backed up there a little bit in their own side of the field. And
at their own 15-yard line, yeah.
They've never been back in that area yet. So
see what Coach Hills wants to go with. Maybe a nice 8-minute and 15-second drive to close out the half, get the touchdown, and head in the halftime locker room. Gobblers did win the toss and actually deferred to the second half, so it'll be a handoff. No, it will be. Yes, actually, second and third opportunity to bring him down. Nissen with a good gain on first down. He fights his way up to the 35. How about a 20-yard gain on first down for Tanner Nissen?
He was able to squeak right out of that backfield, and he's so small but agile, and he had us all fooled.
Certainly did, even all of us at 5'7", 165. Slippery, you would probably say, with a frame like that when you see running backs like Alex Palm and then Jacob Williams. Then you see Tanner Nissen. A bit of a surprise out of the backfield. We'll go Alex Palm in the Wildcat. He'll take it himself. Short gain, spins off 1, 2, 3 tacklers. It takes 3 Dragons to bring down Alex Palm out of the shotgun set. And he'll move the ball to about the 35-yard line, it looks like, or up to the 42, it looks like. 7-yard carry there for Alex Palm out of the Wildcat formation. 7.5 to go until halftime. 30-0, Gobbler score. Again, all the scores coming in the first quarter alone in succession. Zach Enstrom gets a reprieve after the last play. Now he's in the shotgun, 2 receivers towards his right side. He'll throw a quick hitter, looks for a ball to throw. He will. He'll be completing it to midfield, punching it into Dragon territory on the far side of the field. I believe that was number 9 on the reception there.
Eli Christie.
Oh, Eli Christie once again. Magic Man helps move the ball to the 45 of Pine City for about a 14-yard connection on that play. Move the Gobbler chains once again. First pass completion of the night for the Gobblers, and Eli Christie with his first catch of the night. Enstrom, 2 receivers to his right, 1 running back to each side. Handoff to Jacob Williams from the 45 to the 40. Cuts it back on a man. He's nothing but green grass to the end zone. Touchdown. 45-yard scamper to the end zone. Jacob Williams was not denied with 6:53 to go until halftime.
Williams again had some awesome blocking. Right off the line there at the 45-yard line. Just open it up the left side, and away he went.
Bit on the defender, and he was able to take him out of his shoes and take some ankles in the process on his way for 6. Make it a 36-0 score for the Aitkin Gobblers with the 2-point attempt looming here. Enstrom goes back under center. Go through a quick hitter to the right side. Pass will be completed in the end zone, and it will be caught. Braden Smith on the reception, and that will make it 38-0. With it now being 6:53 to go here until halftime. We'll take a quick break here on The Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome back here to Veterans Field tonight on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. Aitkin Gobblers 38-0, with it being now that score here with just 50, make that 6:53 to play until halftime. Paul Vold, Bauman on the call here with Homegrown Local Radio and also YourLiveEvent.com. Looks like Craig Ashton kicking things off. At least that's the... See a few finger pointings like, you kicking? Am I kicking? Who's kicking here? But it will be Craig Ashton kicking off the football here for the Aitkin Gobblers.
He just drives it down.
End over end kick fielded by Braxton Peets. It hits him off the chest. He'll go to the 15-yard line before being tackled once again. Oh, slips off a tackle, I should say, from Eli Christie. Ball put down once again, but it looks like it'll stay with Pine City with 6:44 to play here until halftime. Gobblers defense back onto the field, I should say, after a little bit of a break with their offense. Well, working efficiently and working quickly, I should say. But Gobbler defense last time they were out on the field, a couple of penalties that did extend their drive for Pine City, and it got them moving offensively a little bit here with just a few minutes until halftime to go.
Pine City did threaten there down in the end zone there, and they had a guy open. Just unfortunately overthrew it.
First down and 10, ball right at the, looks like about the 35-yard line. No, the 30, yeah, about the 25-yard line, of Pine City. Bryce Erickson back under center. He'll go back to pass, looking towards his right, trying to escape past the pressure as he rolls towards his left, looking downfield, just throws it incomplete as it hits off a stanchion, or at least the ricochet went off the far side of the field. At least I hope it was a ricochet off the standards and not somebody's head. It looks like everybody is okay over there from initial point of view. 6.5 minutes to go, 6:36 to be exact, with second down and 10. Ball at the 24-yard line of Pine City. I think Pine City here looking for something at least positive after the last series to build off that momentum-wise here with this drive. With 6.5 to go, as Erickson will give handoff to the right side. Minimal gain on that second down carry. A fumble, and they're going to say a fumble recovery by the Gobblers, question mark. And yes, they are pointing towards the Gobblers' side, and the Gobblers do recover the football. Another turnover leads to another chance for the Gobbler offense back out on the field. Didn't quite see the player who did recover it for Aitkin. Nonetheless, fumble recovery picked up by Aitkin. 6.5 to go until halftime. Offense is back out on the field, Lance.
I don't know what else they can do, but they're doing it. So they just got to keep playing ball, running plays, and, keep it clean. For the Gobblers.
If there was only the rule that they do have out in South Dakota from my time, if a team's up by 50 at halftime and both coaches agree, they'll call the game right then and there. Nonetheless, I don't think that's a rule here in Minnesota. Pass out to the right side for Eli Christie from Zach Enstrom. Pushes it inside the red zone down to about the 15-yard line, spinning away. Another first down for the Gobblers.
Again, the Gobbler offensive line is doing a good job letting Enstrom get a little bit of time in that backfield. He's been pretty accurate and getting some nice completions here.
Make that about a 12-yard completion to Eli Christie. Second catch of the night. 3 for 3 passing is Zach Enstrom here in this first half. First down and 10. Ball spotted at the 15 for the Gobblers offense. 6:23 to go. Clock is stopped. 38-0. Gobblers lead here in this first half of football. Giving handoff left side. It'll be Tanner Nissen trying to find his way down across the edge. He'll fight his way down to the goal line, reaches for the pylon, and he will be just short of the end zone. Great effort by Tanner Nissen. He needed 15. He gets 14 3/4. Tried to clip the pylon going out of bounds, but Tanner Nissen denied on the carry, but does give the Gobblers a first down, with it being first and goal from the 1. 6:14 to go here until halftime. Of course, halftime will include recap from this first half, while also being a look at, of course, our out-of-town scoreboard. First and goal from the 1 with 6:14 to go. 38-0 Gobblers lead. Byrne, Palm, and Williams in the backfield behind their QB, that being Zach Enstrom as he stands underneath his center. Going back to pass, throwing over the middle. It will be incomplete. Dangerous throw right there through double coverage looking for, I think that was Nathan Price in the middle. First incompletion of the night.
Yeah, he stepped up and tried to do a little tight end dump pass there off the right-hand side.
6:09 to go, clock is stopped. It is 2nd and goal from the 1. Gobblers up by these numerous scores, 38-0. It'll be Palm and Williams splitting the main backfield, but it'll be a handoff to Byrne right up the middle for the 1-yard scamper into the end zone. Touchdown, there it is. Late signal by the official on the field, but nonetheless, it will be a touchdown. 38-0 it was. Now it's 44-0, and it looks like we're going to get ourselves a kickoff, extra point.
Extra point. They're going to go ahead and throw them in there.
Why not? Mix it up here. Keep everybody guessing here with 6:05 to play as the extra point looming on that 1-yard touchdown run from Kane Byrne. As we'll see, it will be Zach Enstrom to kick the extra point with 44-0 the score. Snap, hold is good, low kick right into the ankles of the lineman. 44-0. Well, more practice for Zach Enstrom, it looks like, more kick opportunities, and that will make it 44-0 our score. 6:05 to play here in the first half. Gobblers lead on the Gobbler and also yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also at yourliveevent.com. 44-0 after the failed extra point. Gobblers lead 44-0. 6:05 to play here until halftime there, Lance.
Craig Ashton going to go ahead and kick off here again.
Ashton will kick it off from the 40-yard line for Pine City here. I think now it's we've reached the point of this contest. Again, there's still 6:05 to play here in this first half. Just trying to find something momentum-wise. Hanging on the football is going to be a big thing as Peets fields it from his 15-yard line. Gets it up to the 20, up to the 30-yard line, falling forward to about the 33. First down and 10 for Pine City. We'll see the offense for the Pine City Dragons make their way out. Exactly 6 minutes to go here until halftime on the Gobbler, AM 930, FM 103.1, and also at yourliveevent.com. We'll see Erickson back out. Bryce Erickson, that is, for Pine City. Just 0 for 2 passing tonight. No yards and also an interception. Full house split backfield once again. We'll go left side for number 3 in John Mead. Short gain on first down, it looks like. Looks like for about 2 yards on the carry for John Mead. Third carry of the night.
Nice stop by Jack Setzer there.
Clock will continue to go here with 5.5 until halftime. 44-0. Our score. Gobblers doing all the damage here with 4 scoring drives in the first quarter and 2 in the second. Puts themselves in front here, 44-0. One receiver to each side for the likes of Erickson. He'll go handoff this time to Ashton Seals, fighting his way forward. And he'll get it to about the 40-yard line. Was Ashton Seals, I believe, getting that carry. Yes.
Brings it up to about a third down, 2 yards to go.
5-yard carry there for Ashton Seals. Under 5 to play here. Third, and it looks like about 3 yards to go for that first down. Need to get it to about the 43-yard line. One receiver split out to each side for Bryce Erickson. He'll give handoff to the right, bouncing back towards the middle, right on top of the yard marker to get, or very short it looks like, to Preston, I believe that is. Needed about 3 yards to get. And it looks like the official signaling for a first down to move the chains, and they will do just that. As the chain gang will move the football. And the down markers as well. 4.5 to go here until halftime. Not a lot of argument on that one. I think both sides here, seeing how things are trending right now in this first half. 4:20 to play here in this first half of football. Taking their time, breaking the huddle, it will be Pine City. Erickson, one receiver to each side, setting up the offense with 3 men splitting the backfield. DeSeals, left side. Short gain up to about the 45 to the 46 for a 3-yard gain on first down for Ashton Seals, it looks like.
Yeah, Caleb Zazmita getting in the backfield there right away for a nice stop from linebacker.
Under 4 to play here until halftime. 44-0 our score here on the Gobbler. KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1 in Aitkin, Minnesota. As we hit 8 o'clock. Of course, after our ball game tonight, we will have Minnesota Twins baseball joined in progress. Last check, they are in a rain delay. As we will get that joined in progress if and when that ball game should happen this evening. Handoff up the middle for the likes of Pine City. Logan Kalecki with the carry for about 4 yards. And now makes it 3rd and 4 with 3 minutes to go until halftime. Gobbler defense giving up some opportunity here on this drive. Pine City looking to take advantage. One receiver each side. Quick here to the outside. Pass is going to be caught for a first down into Gobbler territory. Caught by number 44 in Mason Charles. First completion of the night from the 48 down to about the 40, looks like about the 44-yard line, maybe the 43. And that will move the chains for a first down for Pine City as the pass completed to Mason Charles from Bryce Erickson. 1st and 10 from the Gobbler 43-yard line for Pine City. Erickson going back to pass, throws it outside just beyond the reach of Riley Cummings. It will go incomplete. Stops the clock with 2.5 to go in this first half. (44-0) our score. Aitkin on top of Pine City. Week number 2. Gobblers 1-0 entering this contest after a shutout against Crosby Ironton, while Pine City 0-1 after falling 60-8 against North Branch last week. Handoff to Kalecki. Takes a couple of Gobbler defenders and a couple of his teammates with him in the process for about a 4-yard carry on first down. Kalecki will get his yards and continue to wind the clock as well. 3rd down and 7, it looks like it will be at the 40-yard line with 2:12 to go until halftime.
Coach Smith going ahead and starting to sweep up a little bit on the defense and switching up and get some younger players in.
One receiver to each side, back to pass, out to Charles. Pass goes incomplete as it was looking for the pass. Mason Charles on the far side of the field, throwing into his shins and couldn't come out with it either way.
Eli Christie in there breaking it up there on that outside there against that pass attempt there.
4th down and 7. Ball's at the 40, needs to get to the 33 for a first down. The minute 55 to go until halftime. I believe both teams with all 3 timeouts in this first half, too. Erickson will come out, splitting the offense. 1 receiver to each side. 3 lining the backfield for him as he'll go back under center. Goes back to pass, looking towards his right, looking for it all over to Riley Cummings, and it will be caught. No, it will be dropped as he was trying to bring it away. and a turnover on downs will give the Gobblers the football with 1:47 to go until halftime. And all 3 timeouts in their back pocket as well.
Now under 2 minutes, like you said, Paul, the Gobblers can just do about anything. Again, starting off here at the 40-yard line for the Gobblers here with 1:47 left.
A couple halftime scores rolling in here, and again, we'll get that to you in about 1:47 of game time for those tuning in on the Gobbler and also at yourliveevent.com. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman, Linfield Hines doing the camera work here tonight.
The cool thing with the stream here is we got people all over the country, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, sisters, and brothers, all able to get in and watch this game. So it's pretty cool to see that we were able to do this for the Gobblers.
I'm sure even the best part, they have the control. They can mute whenever they want to at the same time. Sweep play to left for Jacob Williams, trying to fight his way up to midfield. Keeps the clock winding. Gobbler offense with a little pep in their step, setting up second down and about 2 yards to go with an 8-yard run for Jacob Williams. Just his 5th carry of the night, but he's already got 2 touchdowns. Gobbler offense keeping their timeouts in their back pocket with a split backfield once again with a hand to the ground for Alex Palm. Pitch play to left for Kane Byrne. Byrne fighting his way to midfield, pushes his way out of bounds and will stop the clock at the same time. That will be a first down. Was about 2nd and 1, needs about 3 yards to get. It will be for Aitkin, and it will be another first down for the Gobblers. Clock is stopped with Kane Byrne moving the chains for Aitkin. 1:17 to play until halftime. Enstrom will get the play call in from Coach Hills from the sideline. Plenty of time to work with. 3 timeouts to the Gobblers' credit. They'll bring out the backfield. Zach Enstrom. With fullback being Alex Palm, Kane Byrne, Jacob Williams in the backfield splitting the duties. Braden Smith split out at the wideout, faking the pitch, rolling towards his right, looking downfield, and the pass will go incomplete, looking for Price downfield. It goes incomplete as just underneath the catch was Price and couldn't come out with it clean. Clock is stopped with 1:11 to play until halftime. Being now 2nd down and 10 from the Pine City 47-yard line. Gobblers getting the ball back after a turnover on downs from Pine City. Back-to-back promising drives for the Dragons, but come out empty-handed once again. One receiver to the right side for Enstrom as he goes under center. Giving the handoff to Jacob Williams, the 45 down to the 44. 4-yard carry for Williams. Clock will continue to wind with 1 minute to play. No signal for a timeout. They'll keep the clock running and keep the offense going as well. Quick play call in to Enstrom. Everybody's set at the line of scrimmage, so are officials. Pine City now just getting set as they'll go the pitch to the right side for Williams. He's at the 45 to the 40. Pushes his way out of bounds just shy of the 35 before sweeping along the far sideline. Stopping with 43 seconds to go until the half.
Gobblers are getting out to the outside and getting out of bounds and making sure that clock is stopped.
After doing all that running on the sideline, it will stop the ball here now to about the 35, so about a 9-yard run in total for Jacob Williams as the chain gang now set. Alex Palm will check off for the play. 43 seconds ago until halftime. 44-0 Gobblers lead. One receiver to left side, split out for Zach Enstrom. Make that 2 receivers, 1 to each side. Enstrom back to pass, looks over the middle for the catch, and it will go between a couple of Gobbler receivers, one thinking that the other was going to try and catch it, but nobody comes out with it. Pass goes incomplete. 40.1 seconds left in the half.
I think this is where Enstrom needs to just not panic so much, not try to pressure that pass in there. So he's just got to step back a little bit.
2nd and 10 from the 35, the senior quarterback. 2nd year starting for the Gobblers offense. Led the Gobblers to the section championship game last season against ESCO. 3 consecutive section finals appearances. Only the first time that the quarterback has returned after those finals appearances. Indirect handoff to Jacob Williams, fighting his way forward, trying to get down to the goal line. He will not be denied. Jacob Williams thought he was going to be stuffed just shy of the 10. 35 yards later, he's in the end zone.
Brings it up to 50-0 in favor of the Gobblers.
35 yards, third touchdown of the half for Jacob Williams. And 50-0 is the score here in the waning moments of this first half. 2-point attempt coming up here, it looks like. And they're going to try and do the extra point here again for for Zach Enstrom. Redemption time here with 31.5 seconds to go. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It is no good.
Oh, bummer.
Last time was a bad snap and a bad hold with a bad kick, but 2 out of 3, good snap, good hold. Poor kick, unfortunately. Nonetheless, 50-0 our score here with 31.5 seconds. We'll just keep it right here for the time being. 50-0 our score, Lance, with only 30 seconds to go here. I mean, not really much else to say, but other than the Gobbler offense taking what the defense has given to them here tonight.
Right. No, exactly. The defense has really had some good turnovers here. Offense capitalizing on what they need to do. Passing has been pretty good for Enstrom there earlier in the game. Again, they did this 2-minute drill. He ran down and scored. Yes, I think Enstrom was just panicking and just a little bit. He had a couple forced throws in there. I think if he would have just breathed a little bit, set up a little bit, I think he would have been okay. But nonetheless, the Gobblers score. Jacob Williams.
Yeah, there was that play last week where it would have been a 54-yard touchdown throw from Zach Enstrom. Got taken back on a penalty. Well, then Jacob Williams runs it from 54 out for the touchdown. There's been a few of those moments here already in this very young season for the Aitkin Gobblers with 31.5 seconds ago. 50-0 our score here on the Gobbler. AM 930, FM 103.1. Again, halftime coming up. Get a look at our out-of-town scoreboard with some recaps from this first half of football that all belongs to the Aitkin Gobblers, and then second half will be coming up as well. 31.5 seconds ago, Craig Ashton will kick off for Aitkin as he'll end the football to Braxton Peets right at his own 15-yard line. Up to the 20 to 25, the far side of the field for the 35 to the 40, and just shy of the 45-yard line. Braxton Peets with a solid return to get something here for Pine City here with only 23.5 seconds to go. Peets a nice return, getting all the return men for the special teams for the Aitkin Gobblers to come to the near side of the field while he cut it back to the far side. One man left to contain for Aitkin, luckily enough to bring him down just shy of the 45-yard line. 23.5 seconds to go. Erickson gives handoff right side for a gain right to about the midfield stripe. That will be for Kalecki up to carry number 10 in this first half. Clock will continue to wind here in this first half and see if Pine City wants to run one more play. Doesn't look like they will be content to end the first half trailing 50-0 here in this first half of football, which will give us a chance to take a break. Halftime score 50-0. We will take a break. We'll recap this first half of football, look at what else is happening through our Lakes area and more. It's all coming up as it is, 50-0 our halftime score on the Gobbler and also at yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. Those also tuning in, yourliveevent.com. Our halftime score, 50-0. Aitkin Gobblers lead here at the halftime break, as we'll get a look at our out-of-town scoreboard coming up here with the halftime show. How did we get to 50-0? Well, we'll tell you here how we got to that. Opening scoring attempt for the Aitkin Gobblers. Jacob Williams punched one in from 6 yards out to make it 8-0 with it. A 7:57 left in the first quarter. Eli Christie set up that drive with an interception. 16-0 it was with 5:17 to play in quarter number one. Jacob Williams got the ball in his hands, and, well, he scored. 35-yard punt return from Jacob Williams with Kane Byrne punching in the two-point conversion to make it 16-0. 24-0 was the score. Just a little over a minute later with 4:15 left in the first half. Alex Palm got a 5-yard rushing touchdown, which was set up by a fumbled kickoff return from the Pine City Dragons. And then it was 30-0 after 1 quarter of play with 1:13 left in the first quarter. Zach Enstrom, a 1-yard touchdown, 4-yard touchdown run. Kane Byrne unable to get the 2-point conversion in, but did get at least a yard on the rush. 30-0 was after 1 quarter. It was 38-0 with 6:53 to play in the first half. Jacob Williams, 45 yards out from rushing score. Zach Enstrom connected with Braden Smith, a 2-point conversion to make it 38-0, followed by a 44-0 lead with 6:05 to play less than a minute later. Kane Byrne, 1-yard rushing touchdown after a fumble recovery. An extra point was no good. And then it was 50-0 with just 30 seconds left in the half. Jacob Williams, 35 yards out, extra point no good. Here we are, 50-0 here at the halftime break, Lance. I mean, what else can you say but, I mean, if Jacob Williams is getting the ball in his hands, he's most likely going to do some damage with it.
Yeah, again, he is just, another man-child for the Gobblers. He had a phenomenal week last week. Again, it's doing phenomenal again this week, I'm sorry. And you know what? Again, a lot of it's the initial blocking by the front line. They're doing a good job opening up holes in some secondary blocking from the other down linemen as they come on the backside. They're doing a good job just doing their job. Again, no holding, no other major penalties. They had a couple personal fouls, yes. But, you know, the basic penalties are just not there. Not offsides. They're being doing good disciplined football.
Gobblers lead with a 50-0 halftime score as we work our way further into the halftime break. Get a look here at our out-of-town scoreboard. First half numbers coming up here on the other side of this break. 50-0 our score here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1, as we are here on the halftime show. Aitkin Gobblers lead 50-0 here at the halftime break. All the damage done here with the legs of Jacob Williams. The offense for the Gobblers, I mean, really great credit. Special teams really contributing in this first half, too. Paul Volt joined alongside with Lance Bauman as we get a look at an out-of-town scoreboard here in this first half of football. Well, at halftime scores including over on Skeeter 101.5. Crosby Arrington leads 12-0 against Mesabi East just down the road. Up a little ways over in Dilworth, Glendon Felton tonight. It's a 20-12 halftime lead as Pequot Lakes trails Dilworth, Glendon Felton. Over in Henning tonight, it's Otter Tail Central leading the Pillager Huskies 29-7 at the halftime break. And then Pine River Bacchus also leads at the halftime break. Their opponent being Bagley tonight, 12-0 at the halftime break. As we get a look here at some of our numbers, but Lance talking about, of course, we talk about the offense doing much of the work here. It's special teams has really helped out the Gobblers set up in those prime scoring positions here tonight.
Well, exactly. We had Workman on the punt block right down close to the end zone down there to start us off, along with just some fumble recoveries, and it was, again, the special teams did a good job. You know, even on the kickoffs, the Gobblers are getting down there. They hit their lanes, they hit their zones, they hit the men, and then they tackle them. So they're doing their job. They're just basic hard-nosed football.
Look here at our numbers from this first half for both sides. Just finishing up a couple of tallies here from the first half. Starting first with the Pine City Dragons offensively for them in the first half. 29 yards net rushing for Logan Kalecki to lead his team on 10 carries in the first half. Quarterback Bryce Erickson with just 1 for 5 in the first half. 7 yards and an interception. That one catch going to Mason Charles in the first half of football. Also of note, 3 carries, 9 yards in total for Ashton Seal. 7 yards carried tonight on 6 carries for Jace Preston for the Pine City Dragons. Dragons had 6 first downs in the first half, just 1 penalty. For the Aitkin Gobblers in their first half, well, how about 118 yards at the half and 3 touchdowns for Jacob Williams on 8 carries. He leads the way. Rushing touchdowns as well for Zach Enstrom, Kane Byrne, and then also Alex Palm in the first half with a rushing score. Palm with 26 yards a net carried tonight on those 4 carries. Zach Enstrom started off 3 for 3 passing, but then finished 0 for 3, so he's 3 of 6 at the half. 28 yards passing, 2 catches for Eli Christie for 26 yards, and Braden Smith 1 catch for just 2 yards here at the halftime break. 8 first downs in the first half for Aitkin, 2 penalties, but both those penalties coming on one drive defensively that allowed Pine City to at least get a little bit of momentum going.
They did. They did get some momentum going, but again, the Gobblers shut them down on defense, even down in the red zone.
Right now, with just under 4 minutes to go until the second half, or at least till both teams come back out and get loosened back up. They'll put some extra time back out on the clock as well. First half of football, Gobblers lead 50-0 as we go near the second half. Again, if you miss out anything with these scores and more, be sure to tune in. Coming up at 10 o'clock tonight, we'll have the After the Game program with Ryan Phelps on Cash 95.9, 3WI FM, as well as on Real Country, KKIN FM 94.3. Take a break. More halftime coming up here. Second half adjustments, and get ready for that second half of football coming your way here on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, and at rjbroadcasting.com, as well as yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Welcome back to Veterans Field tonight here on the Gobbler, KKIN AM 930, FM 103.1, and also tuning in yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman on the call here as we're just moments away here. Well, at least they're going to get some extra time here to get warmed up with the start of the second half coming up here this evening here on the Gobbler. But again, 50-0 our halftime score here. We'll probably see a little bit more of the youth movement here for the Gobblers coming in too, and see what the future has in store for Aitkin, I would imagine.
Exactly. My own brother down at Phoenix just said, why don't you give a shout out? Your kid finally got to play a little bit here. But again, as a Scout Player of the Week, he did a good job this week for the Gobblers as an underclassman coming up. But yes, at the end of that last second quarter, you saw Coach Hills and Coach Smith starting to blend in and bring in some of the younger kids and the plus ones to get in and get some playing time in. We'll see what happens in the second half here. The Gobblers, again, dominating 50-0 here over Pine City.
So they're going to add a couple extra minutes here on the clock here as we get ready for the start of our second half. But, of course, we do mention the fact it is 50-0. I would probably see maybe a little bit of some of the starters for Pine City to start off the second half, and maybe you start working in some more kids too. But you're Pine City here. Obviously, it's about coming out of this game healthy, maybe looking for some positives out of the situation.
Exactly. Again, sometimes you're getting blown out of the water. It does not mean that you got to let all the veterans and stuff keep playing. You know what? Now it's just an educational game for sure. Get out, try some new things, try some new players. Throw them in here and there. you know, give them some time to get the ball. And again, they're always going to have to be a backup sooner or later. So it's good. Whether you're whatever the score is, you kind of throw that out, and you just got to you know, play for play now.
Just received notification as well that the Minnesota Twins at Cleveland Guardians baseball, or I should say, the Twins are hosting Cleveland. That is just resumed play as well. Just, well, a little bit later than normally expected. So once we get finished up here tonight on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com, we will get the Minnesota Twins game in progress. Of course, that moving over from KKON FM, because we have After the Game with Ryan Phelps coming up at 10 o'clock here tonight, the statewide recap for high school sports here in Minnesota. Again, first half numbers did include with 118 yards rushing. Again, all these numbers really subject to change. Like last week, I had Jacob Williams down for like 193 yards. I see in the newspaper he's rushed for 224. So a little bit of disparity.
We know you're a broadcaster, not a mathematician.
Thank you. It's Friday night. Me trying to do math while talking and making sure that we stay on the air, that you get what you get with the numbers here. So all these numbers really unofficial, except for the, you know, when it comes with the scoring drives too.
Again, many people are very proud of you, and they're glad to have you for a Gobbler commentator here. Again, Paul, you do a phenomenal job on RJ Broadcasting, the morning show, and everything else you do. So it's very nice to have you here and blabbering your mouth and doing a great job here as you do the play-by-play for us.
Well, I'm glad that you decided to stick around here for the next last couple hours, and also here for the second half of football too, as we'll see both teams just heading back over from their sideline as well. We'll see. I know that Zach Enstrom getting loosened up, but seeing Braden Smith also getting a few throws in. Obviously, he's the backup reserve QB as well for the Gobblers, so might see Braden before too long here in this contest with a 50-0 halftime lead. Gobbler fans across the way. Linfield Hines is throwing trash at us, apparently. I guess that's what we get here with him being the cameraman for tonight. That's all right, though. Again, 50-0 our halftime score. Again, at the conclusion of this ball game, hopefully catch a word with some of our players and also from Coach Hills. Going to announce our big deal player of the game and our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. We do have the big deal shirts here this week. Still waiting on the Enbridge shirts to come in. So we're getting there. So maybe by next week we'll have the Enbridge shirts and we'll be running 100%. I got to get Jacob Williams his big deal player of the game shirt and Pizza Ranch certificate from last week as well.
Yeah, again, hats off to all of our great sponsors that we have. The Pizza Ranch and such, all the awesome sponsors on the back of those shirts. I know the kids love them. I see them around all the time, all over town, and actually multiple towns. It's good to see them in Crosby and such, and both boys and girls at Lake, and pretty neat to see.
Yeah, and it was also the other day I did get a message from one of the moms that actually texted me a picture. 4 of the Gobbler girls who I think were at a basketball tournament or something, all wearing either Enbridge or Big Deal shirts. Makes it pretty cool to see that out in action as well. Quick shout out as well. Congrats to the Gobbler volleyball team last night, getting a 5-set victory over Crosby Ironton to get those pink boxing gloves back in the Aitkin trophy case. Fortunately, we had some technical difficulties from the game last night, so we were unable to get that broadcast on at all. But we'll make up for it as we go further here into this season. So Gobblers will actually get the football out of the halftime locker room. They won the coin flip, and they actually decided to take the football to kick, so they defer to the second half. So the Gobblers will get the ball right out of the halftime locker room as we will get set up and ready to go here with 12 minutes on that scoreboard here to start off quarter number 3 from Veterans Field in Aitkin. Just creeping up here past 8:30. Feels like it should be about midnight already. I don't know about you. It's been a long week.
Well, the days are getting shorter for sure, and
this is
as
true.
fall comes in, so sometimes not so much the days are getting shorter, I just work faster.
This is true. When you get a flurry of everything throughout the day, each and every day, especially on Friday too, and then you just realize, oh, wow, I have to go call a football game now. All right. Less you think about it and you just more react to it. As we get a stoppage here out on the field before kickoff. As
I think they're going to switch sides maybe.
Yeah, looks like here. Maybe not enough players lined up to one side maybe, or no? Are they going to switch things around? It will be number 42 for the Pine City Dragons, Hunter Hauga, kicking things off. Now we wait for the officials to get into position, it looks like here.
Oh, yeah.
He was lined up the wrong way. Not the teams.
The old Whitecap was on the wrong side of the field.
All right, Hunter Hogue will kick things off from the 40-yard line of his own. A low line drive kick that will be fielded by one of the up men for Aitkin. It'll be fielded up to the 40-yard line, spinning off one more tackler. It's going to be just shy of the 45. I think that was Walker Jones. Yes, Walker Jones with a nice return for the Gobblers as they will start off first down and 10 from their own 44-yard line. Looks like we'll see Braden Smith check in, quarterback duties for the second half to open it up. We'll see the youth movement for the Gobblers here coming in. Braden Smith will...
No, that's Enstrom.
It is. Okay, so Braden does play quarterback as well. So it will be Enstrom to start things off. Did see a couple other numbers check in as well. Jacob Williams will get the carry on first down at midfield of the 45, and goodbye, Jacob Williams. One play to the end zone. It will be a 56-yard touchdown score. One play into the end zone. Gobblers lead once again here now. Bolster it up for a 56-yard touchdown. First play of the second half for that 56-yard romp to the end zone.
Again, the hole was huge. You could have drove a Chevy truck right through there. You'd have to tow a Ford, but you could get a Chevy through there just fine.
Jacob Williams, 56 yards. Are we going to go for the extra point, it looks like here? 56-yard touchdown run for Jacob Williams. Now touchdown number 4 on the night. All right. Third opportunity here for Enstrom to kick the extra point. 56-0 our score. Kick, the snap, the hold. It is good.
It's good.
There we go. 57-0 our score here at yourliveevent.com and also here with KKIN. We'll take a quick break, get you that kickoff as the Gobblers lead 57-0 here on yourliveevent.com as well as KKIN the Gobbler.
Wood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real.
Well, 28 seconds into the start of our second half of football. Gobblers lead. Now, I got to get the score updated. Thank you for reminding me. 57-0 here on the scoreboard. There we go. Now it's updated for our listeners at home. Tuning in at yourliveevent.com as the Gobblers will kick off the football here. Just 28 seconds in, 56-yard touchdown run for Jacob Williams. First play of the second half for Aitkin. Well, again, efficiency. That's what they've been doing pretty much all night tonight, Lance.
Yeah, for sure.
Craig Ashton to kick things off for the Gobblers. 11.5 to play in this third quarter as he'll make his approach. End over end kick to Peets, off the side of his helmet, but regains it at the 15. He'll go up to the 20, out to the 25, gets a blocker to the far sideline, and it will be pushed out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. First down and 10 for the Pine City Dragons. They will set things up offensively. See Bryce Erickson back out to start off the second half of football for the Dragons, I should say. Finished the first half 1 for 5 passing. Did go with a total of just 7 yards and an interception. He'll have 2 men in the backfield, movement on the line of scrimmage. That's going to back up Pine City 5 yards on the false start.
Yeah, again, the younger kids are getting switched
defensively,
in here.
yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah, the Gobbler defense going with a little bit of youth movement through. Get them some experience here. So far, the defense getting a false start to their credit. 11-12 to go. Clock will continue to wind here with it being such a one-sided score.
Yeah, the refs did tell us that the time clock there is going to keep running.
That's perfectly fine with me. Perfectly fine, I'm sure, with a lot of our viewers and also those in attendance here on a nice, cool, fall, crisp evening here in Aitkin, Minnesota. Movement at the line of scrimmage, it'll be a man coming in motion, and Jace Preston will get the handoff. He'll go to the sweep and fighting his way forward to the 40-yard line. Nice gain there for Jace Preston.
And Braden Smith on that stop did a good job. Lowered her shoulder, and he broke down and was able to get a nice open field tackle.
So a loss of 5 set them up 1st and 15. Well, they get 16 yards and moves the chains for a first down for Pine City. Now their 7th first down here of this ball game tonight as we go into the second half of football. 57-0 our score with 10:24 to go here in this contest. Getting confirmation here. Now one of the coaches from Aitkin coming over and say, yeah, let's just keep winding that clock here. Hand off to Kalecki. He'll go left side now and falling on top of one of his teammates just shy of midfield from the 42 up to about the 47, 5-yard carry there for Kalecki, who had finished the first half, 10 carries, net rushing of 29 yards. To carry the bulk of the burden offensively for Pine City. Clock will continue to go here, under 10 to go. Bryce Erickson, quarterback for the Pine City Dragons. Dragons next week will go back home to Pine City to play Hibbing, while Aitkin will play their first road contest of the season next week. They'll be at Two Harbors. It'll be a handoff left side on the sweep. Nice tackle there off the edge. Jet sweep to
even
Seals.
Ian McNevin on that stop.
Ian McNevin, pregame, sporting one of our big deal player of the game shirts. Had to ask him where he got that shirt, because I've definitely not given Ian McNevin a big deal t-shirt. I think we all know who he got that shirt from.
Oh, I wonder who.
Yeah. 3rd down and 3. Minimal gain there for Ashton Seals on that carry. Gets about 1 on there. Ball spotted right at midfield. Man goes in motion, gives it off to Peets. The return man, it slips off a tackle to the 45-yard line into Gobbler territory. It'll be a first down for Pine City from the 49. Pushes it just beyond the 35-yard line of Aitkin, and that will be a first down, as we'll see Peets for the first time handling the football out of the backfield for a 16-yard sweep, and that will make it now first down and 10 from the 35, that being Braxton Peets, that is.
Setzer did a good job getting through that line and just about had that tackle in the backfield, but unfortunately they got around the outside there.
First down and 10 now. 8th first down of the ball game for Pine City. One receiver to each side. Erickson goes back to pass, looking left side, looking downfield, just beyond the reach of the receiver, going incomplete, as I believe it was Cummings on the far side of the field. You know, it looks like it was Mason Charles, actually. Mason Charles, pass incomplete. Now 1 of 6 passing on the night for Bryce Erickson. 7.5 to go as the clock will continue to go, with it being 57-0. Gobbler defense like to get off the field here, especially after giving up a couple first downs offensively. Young crew for the Gobbler defense out on the field here for these plays to open up the second half. Hand off to Seals, left side, slips off one tackle, fighting his way up to about the 35-yard line, down inside to about the 20. That will move the chains once again from the 35. It will go down to about the 15-yard line.
Exactly. Colton got into that backfield. Colton Bauman did, but he did not wrap up. He had an initial stop there, but got a gang tackle a little bit, but he has to wrap up.
20-yard run there for Ashton Seals off the line of scrimmage. Clock continues to go. Another first down. Now make it 9 in total in this ball game for Pine City. 3 on this drive. First offensive drive here in the second half for Pine City. Erickson will give it right up the middle, fighting his way towards the end zone, into the end zone. I believe that'll be Kalecki for the touchdown. Kalecki from 15 yards out punches it in for the first time tonight for Pine City. as the clock says 6:28, 57-6. As we await the 2-point attempt here, as it will be Pine City's first attempt here with the 2-point attempt. 15-yard touchdown run from Logan Kalecki. We'll have the 2-point attempt coming up here with Erickson back under center. As we get stoppage here, flag on the play.
Offsides.
We'll
start.
Back that up on the flag thrown.
Clock continues to run.
Yeah, clock will, it's still at 6:28 here. At least it was when the touchdown was scored.
And their White Hats trying to get that clock to start there.
57-6 our score here on the Gobbler. AM 930, FM 103.1. Play clock is rolling. Now we'll break the huddle here for the offense for Pine City. 3-man backfield once again. Erickson under center. Rolling out towards his left, looking for the pass completion. It will be caught, and it will be the 2-point attempt is good on the far side of the field to Charles for his second catch of the night, and the 2-point attempt is good. 57-8 our score. Third quarter action here on the Gobbler, KKIN, and also at yourliveevent.com.
That's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If you're
in Brainerd.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. For those also tuning in, yourliveevent.com. 57-8 our score as the Aitkin Gobblers lead against the Pine City Dragons. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman on the call. Pine City getting their first score of the night, that being a 15-yard touchdown run from Logan Kalecki. And again, a drive here that was pretty easy for the Pine City Dragons, and I know that, we've got a young defense coming in as well, but, go up against a first-string offense too, and, Pine City was just able to do what they needed to do, looking for positivity on that drive.
Hey, Dad, you got to let the Dragons learn a little bit too, and you got to let the young kids on both sides of the ball go ahead and get some time in.
See the kickoff team for the Gobblers receive the kickoff, which will be fielded and dropped. Loose ball now finally picked up by a Gobbler, I believe.
Walker Jones again.
Walker Jones tried to field it on the run, bounced off his chest, and able to pick it up in time before any white shirts got around it. But Gobblers will be set up first down and 10. Good return nonetheless to about their own 43-yard line. And it will be first down and 10 for Aitkin.
And now Smith in for a quarterback, like you said.
There we go. Sooner or later, we were going to see Braden Smith. He will check in at quarterback, playing receiver to start off tonight's game. But Braden Smith will check in offensively. Now we'll see a couple extra players offensively on the JV team coming up here to play. We'll see Braden Smith check under center for his team. Alex Palm, and looks like Kane Byrne in the backfield. It'll be to Palm to the right side. Minimal gain on first down for about 1 yard or two.
Again, you got a couple young kids coming in now. Ed Cook on the line.
Looks like about a 2-yard carry for Palm, just shy of the 45-yard line as that clock will continue to go. 5.5 to go here in this third quarter. Gobblers lead by the score 57-8. Led 50-0 at halftime.
Kyle Hacker checks in on the backfield.
Hacker in there as well for Aitkin. One receiver to the right side for Braden Smith as he's under center. Misdirection handoff, bobbling the handle, but still trying to get something out of nothing, but it looks like.
That was Kyle Hacker.
Yep, Hacker unable to jump over one of his teammates, unfortunately, but nonetheless, it'll be a loss on the play of about a yard for Kyle Hacker. And the clock will continue to go now with 4:48 to go. 3rd down and 10 for Aitkin. Kyle Hacker wearing number 26 for the Gobblers. Night for Zach Enstrom at quarterback finished. Finishes the game 3 of 6 passing. 28 yards. Made one appearance in the second half. Just a handoff to Jacob Williams. He took it from 56 yards out. Shotgun set for the likes of Braden Smith. Going back to pass. Looking right side downfield. High throw. It's going to go incomplete. Just off the hands of the receiver and Ian McNevin. And it goes incomplete. Setting up now 4th and 10. Punt team coming out on the field. Clock continues to go here with it being well over now a 49-point lead here in this second half. Again, once this score does go final, hope to catch word of some of the players, Coach Hills as well. Scores from our out-of-town scoreboard before we send it on out here for the night.
3:40 left here in the third quarter.
Punt team out on the field. Zach Enstrom's back out. He'll punt the football, it looks like. Just getting the punt away before a couple of white shirts decide to block it away. Ball will be pinned right at the 25-yard line of the Pine City Dragons after a good punt from Zach Enstrom. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Pine City Dragons back out offensively. See the starting offense for the Pine City Dragons come back out here with Bryce Erickson, quarterback, orchestrating that drive. Punctuated previously by Logan Galecki's a 15-yard touchdown, and then Erickson connected with Mason Charles for that 2-point conversion. Make it 57-8. 3:12 to go here in this third quarter. Handoff over towards Galecki. No, that's going to be Jace Preston. Good gain and following his way forward just beyond the 45. And it'll be a 21-yard romp from Jace Preston. And that will move the ball to a 1st down for the Pine City Dragons. Their 10th first down of the night. Under 3 to go here in this third quarter. See Preston check out and brings back in number 18, Braxton Peets, for the Dragons, taking their time as they break the huddle. 3 backs in the offensive set. Hands off to John Mead, left side into Gobbler territory for about a 7-yard run into the Gobbler end of the field, just beyond the 50-yard line. As about a 6-yard run, they'll mark that off for John Mead, his 4th carry of the night. First of this second half, believe it or not.
Kingston Kamagala was on a stop on that last play.
Drew a hand from the crowd on the announcement of the tackle.
Yeah, they just call it Kingston squared sometimes because Kamagala gets, or K squared, I'm sorry. Hard for the announcer sometimes.
3-man backfield. It'll be Ashton Seals with the carry. Could have been swallowed up in the backfield, but he'll be pushing his way further into Gobbler territory down to about the 30-yard line from the 49. A 19-yard run and even further. There will be a 19-yard run there for number 8 in Ashton Seals, and that'll be another first down for Pine City with 90 seconds to go here in this third quarter.
Gobblers got a handful of 9th graders in there that Braden Ragnar got into that backfield of the Gobblers and unfortunately wasn't able to wrap them up.
Just moments away here from heading into the fourth quarter. Again, once the fourth quarter does roll around, it'll be more of a question of, come out of this game healthy and get something set up here for next week.
Again, Gobblers travel up to 2 Harbors next week.
Hand off right side, fighting his way to the end zone. Galecki for another touchdown. Galecki, that is. This one going out from 30 yards, back-to-back carries and back-to-back scores, 57-14 with just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Pine City scores on back-to-back drives with just 59 seconds left in the third quarter. Kalecki, this time from 30 yards out, getting past some of the sophomores and freshmen out on the field defensively for Aitkin as they'll go for the two once again for the Gobblers defense. 57-14 our score currently. Two scores for Pine City now as they look to punctuate it with a two-point conversion pass. Looking right side for the connection. It will be caught. It was number 34 and Riley Cummings. The two-point attempt is good and makes it now 57-16 our score as it is now a Gobbler lead by that score of 57-16. 59.6 seconds go left here in the third quarter. Take a quick break here on the Gobbler and also at yourliveevent.com.
Mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. Alex Palm's got a chance to take this one all the way back to the house. He will do just that. And right out of the timeout and the break into the end zone, a touchdown for the Aitkin Gobbler special teams. And luckily we got back from the break.
Just in time.
Just in the nick of time. Alex Palm fielded, about the 30-yard line and took it all the way back, we'll say.
Yeah, they stuttered through just about 11 seconds for that play.
Oh, my goodness, with it now 63-16. I think after this two-point attempt, we'll just keep things where they are right here, especially with it being now 63-16. You know what? Sometimes that may or may not happen. You just hope that it doesn't. But now 63-16 our score. Two-point attempt coming up here for the Aitkin Gobblers. It is an Alex Palm, we'll say 70-yard kickoff return touchdown. As the two-point attempt coming up here with Braden Smith standing in the shotgun. Two receivers towards his right side. One running back in each hip pocket. Take the snap. Rolls out towards his right, looking to throw. He will do just that. It will be caught. And the two-point attempt is converted to Ian McNevin. Nevin will return and get the ball back to the official. Now make it 65-16. Again, we'll just keep it right here. We don't want to push our luck here again, especially with it being just 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Now by the score of 65-16 our score as Braden Smith connects to McNevin for the two-point conversion here tonight. Gobbler backups now, starting to prosper a little bit more. I know we see Alex Palm a little bit more first string, but now getting more reps out of the backfield too there, Lance.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more running time. Again, the Gobblers do have an assortment of running backs here, and it's pretty neat to see even just the downfield or open field blocking by the Gobblers here, even on this last play as a kickoff return. It was pretty cool to see everybody just getting up and doing their job.
48.5 seconds, 63-16 our score. This all in the third quarter here on the Gobbler, AM 930, FM 103.1. Third quarter scores are already starting to roll in for our other games on the airwaves here tonight. So Twins already down 2-0 as well. Again, that game will be joined in progress after the completion of our ball game here tonight on the Gobbler.
You know, we got to watch this Craig Ashton as a senior high school wrestler with all the good high kicks he's doing with the kickoffs here. He might just go into high kick with the All-Stars.
As Pete fields it from his own 20, he just tripped up shy of the 35 as now the Gobbler defense will come back out here for another play or two before the third quarter comes to an end. 65-16.
Luke Workman on that stop on the kickoff.
Another Workman out on the field. Of course, Hayden earlier getting into action, starting out defensively too. Leave it at that. And now Luke getting a tackle on special teams. 35 seconds to go here. See if Pine City gets one play off, which they probably will here before the end of the third quarter. 65-16 our score. Bryce Erickson going back to pass on this most likely final play of the third quarter. Plenty of time rolling out towards his left, looking downfield. This one is going to be incomplete as it goes between two Gobbler defenders. That would have been an easy interception.
Owen Foudet just about picked that off.
5 seconds ago here, end of third quarter. Fourth quarter action coming up here after the break as the Gobblers lead 65-16 on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. For those also tuning in at rjbroadcasting.com, 65-16. Fourth quarter action coming up for you. Trying to do a few too many things, so we'll get the scoreboard updated here for the fourth quarter on yourliveevent.com. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman on the call with, of course, Linfield Hines handling the camera duties here tonight. 65-16, Pine City offense back out onto the field as we head into this fourth quarter of action.
Pine City bringing in some of their backups also.
Seeing number 14 for the first time tonight. He'll sweep it out to the right side. Good gain. He's at midfield into Gobbler territory, pushing his way just beyond. Staying in bounds before just getting away is Elliot Blatz from the 35. He'll go into Gobbler territory. See where they're going to put him down to about the 30-yard line. No, the 25 of Aitkin. Goodness gracious, a 40-yard run from Elliot Blatz at the quarterback position. Make that note here on our stat tracker here tonight. Blatz with a 40-yard run on his first carry of the night. Clock continues to go with 11 minutes here in this fourth quarter of action. Blatz will go under center. Keep it himself, sweep it off to the right side once again. Won't be 40 yards, but it'll be a good gain on first down for about 5 yards for Blatz. 65-16 our score here. Out of town scoreboard lighting up as well. Let everybody know in our group chat that Aitkin's leading.
10.5 minutes running time left here in the game.
Sometimes that 10.5 minutes feels like it takes 10 hours to complete, especially with running time. That's just how games like this and situations like this for both teams end up being, as Blatz will give handoff running right up the middle. Kalecki will be denied the end zone, but he is in plus territory just shy of the goal line from the 20-yard line. Be another first down for the Dragons. It'll be first down and goal from the 5, fighting his way to about 15. And another first down for Pine City. Make it first and goal from the 5. Under 10 to go in this fourth quarter of action. Just after 9 o'clock here on KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1 in Aitkin, Minnesota. Bouncing off right side, fighting down to the goal line. Very close. Touchdown for Pine City. As it will be a touchdown scored. believe Pete's might have gotten the carry. Wasn't quite sure who got that one. The green numbers on those white jerseys, especially in the late goings of this contest, a little hard to read, especially when they go up against the black of Aitkin. Actually, might have been 21 on the carry there. Nonetheless, 65-22 our score with 9:39 to go. 2-point attempt coming up here. Blatz hands it off, left side on the sweep, fighting his way down the goal line. It is in for the 2 points. And that was number 3 in John Mead. He'll get the carry, and it's 65-24 the score. Touchdown scored there by Pine City with 9:39 to play in the fourth quarter. Making now 65-24. Just keep it right here with just 9.5 minutes to go here. Not quite sure who want to give credit to the touchdown there. I want to say it was number 21 and Tucker Johnson. We'll just put him down for that. Could have swore it was like 28 or 21 that got it. I don't think anyone's going to complain here at this point there, Lance.
No, they scored.
Yep, they scored. That's all. That's it. We're on to next week. Not quite yet. We still got 9.5 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Again, post-game show, we'll talk about the numbers from this contest and post-game interviews. Big deal player of the game, or Enbridge Energy player of the game, also coming up here from Veterans Field in Aitkin as Pine City taking their time coming out of the timeout over on the sideline there with their team getting lined up ready to go. Crowd's still here as well. You would think with such a big lead in favor of Aitkin. Aitkin fans have not waned. They are all still here.
You look at that great youth over there, all the other kids and stuff there, the women, girls. Volleyball players here supporting their Gobbler football players, as did the football players last night in Crosby over for the volleyball gals.
Kickoff, end over end, sidewinder, fielded by Palm once again. Second, third hop, ball still loose out on the ground, and I think Aitkin fell on top of it as it's recovered by the Gobblers. As maybe Alex Palm was thinking about taking that one back once again, but first off, you got to secure it before you can think about taking it into the end zone. 9:22 to go here. Clock continues to roll here in this fourth and final quarter.
Walker Jones did a good job falling on that fumble.
Braden Smith back out offensively, quarterbacking this Gobbler team. Just 9.5 minutes, now 9 minutes away from finishing it off. Gobblers will move on to 2-0 before hitting the road for the first time this season at Two Harbors. Scheduled to plan to have that broadcast on KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1. No video for that one, unfortunately. Aitkin home events, you can always catch the broadcast at yourliveevent.com as Braden Smith fighting his way off a couple of tacklers, and good gain on first down for Braden Smith for a gain of about second down and make it about 5 yards to go. So 5-yard carry for Braden Smith.
I should rename the fans over there. They are called the 12th man.
Yeah. The banner over there it's blocked by all the people over there, so you can't see it all that well, especially with it being on a dark background. Nonetheless, with 8 minutes to go here in this contest, Gobblers will move on to 2-0 this season, defeating Pine City for the third straight year. Sizable margins in all of them. Braden Smith, handoff to Hacker, I believe that is, off the left side, and gets the first down. Needed 5. He gets 5 as Kyle Hacker. It keeps the ball moving, keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock moving all at the same time. 65-24.
First down.
7.5 to go here. Bodies checking in and out. Couple changes on the line, it looks like. Now we'll see checking in for the first time tonight. It looks like number 16, Jackson Klein. And also Eli Christie out on the field. Of course, we saw Christie in the first half defensively getting that interception. Set up the Gobblers their first scoring drive of the night. It's Braden Smith in the shotgun. Hands off to Hacker once again. Right side, cutting it back towards the middle. Spinning off a defender once again for about a gain of 7 on that carry for Kyle Hacker. Now making it second down and about 4 yards to go. 2nd and 3, they'll say on the scoreboard. 65 to 24 our score. As we'll see the offense break the huddle. 2 receivers to the left side now with Hacker standing in the shotgun. 1 receiver to each side for him. Going back to pass is Smith. Looking towards his left, throwing over the middle. Pass is going to be caught by McNevin down the sideline. He's going to fight his way forward into the end zone. Touchdown, 45 yards out. Ian McNevin across the field and into the end zone. Braden Smith with a touchdown pass on his 2nd pass completion of the night.
Again, that was some good blocking by the Gobbler young offensive line there. You know, I watched the 65, Josh Kukowski did a good job. He is a senior, but he did a good job stepping back there and doing a nice block.
Ian McNevin with a catch and a touchdown, making 71 to 24 our score.
Brandon Koontz in as a center for the Gobblers.
Clock continues to, well, it'll stay stagnant here for the 2-point attempt here with 6:08 to play in the 4th quarter. Both teams scoring at will here in this second half of football and even into this 4th quarter. 6:08 to go in quarter number 4. And off left side into the end zone. It will be number 34, I believe that is.
Will Henline.
All right, Henline with the 2-point conversion. Gobblers now up 73 to 24 in quarter number 4. Gobblers with the lead here and the advantage. We continue to pile it on here against Pine City. 6:08 to go here. Quick timeout on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
73-24 our score on the Gobbler. KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 and yourliveevent.com. 45-yard touchdown pass, Braden Smith to Ian McNevin with now a 73-24 lead on the Gobbler. Paul Vold, Lance Bauman on the call with just 6:08 to play in this 4th quarter. I got a chance here, out-of-town scoreboard here. It looks like Pequot Lakes crawling their way back. 34-28 they lead with 6.5 to go in their ball game. Looks like one of the star players for Dilworth, Glendon Felton, out with an injury, one of their good running backs. Pads are on, but helmet is off currently, so probably under concussion protocol, would say. Pine River Bacchus leads 20-8 on yourliveevent.com against Bagley with 4.5 to go. 73-24 our score. Hey, Craig Ashton is out there to kick off once again.
The high kick heavyweight. Drills it. Nice little squib kick off down.
Picked up by Peets just shy of his 15-yard line. He'll go to the 20 to the 25, just not even being touched by tacklers. Now finally brought down right in front of the Gobbler
Tyler
bench.
Boyd.
Draws a reaction from Coach Allen Hills, giving him some props on the tackle there, with Brandon Peets getting the ball to about the 25-yard line, maybe about the 30-yard line, as it'll be 1st down and 10 with 5:40 to go here in quarter number 4. Clock will continue to run here in these last minutes of this ball game.
Tyler Boyd did a good job just breaking down and just laying in that shoulder, and it was a nice tackle by Tyler Boyd.
5.5 to go here, as we'll see. Maybe a new quarterback checking in here. We'll see number 9, it looks like, for the Dragons. I'm seeing Austin Weiner First time tonight, he'll go under center for Weiner. Weiner wearing number 9 for the Pine City Dragons. He'll give handoff left side there for number 1, Aiden Austinson, that is, for a short gain. Looks like gain of 0 on the carry. Kukowski with the tackle, as said by our public address announcer, Jason Long. 4:48 counting down here. It's 2nd and 9 to go here in the ball game. Pine City shut out in the first half. It was 50-0 at halftime, and then they scored on their first offensive series. And, well, been trading scores here throughout the second half for both teams. Short gain off the carry up the middle. Tucker Johnson on the carry.
Pretty classy by both teams getting all that underclassmen in here at the last quarter here.
Might as well mix it in as well. Johnson with that 5-yard touchdown run, and now follows it up with a minimal gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down. Now making it 3rd down, I should say. 3rd down and about 7 plus with under 4 to play. 73-24 our score here into this 4th quarter. As it will be Weiner going under center. And Austinson will get the handle. Bouncing off right side. He's at the 45 to the 50 into Gobbler territory. Just shy of the 45, moves the chains for a first down for the Pine City Dragons. A gain of about 18 for Austinson.
Tyler Boyd on that stop again.
3:23 to go. Another first down for Pine City. Now makes it in total 14 on the night. Aitkin's got, I think, about 10 plus. 3 minutes to go here in this contest. And again, once we go final, we'll head into the post-game show. And we will get for you, after we hang things up, into Twins baseball. That'll be on the Gobbler, AM 930, FM 103.1. Join that game in progress. 2:10 to go here. 2nd down and 10. Now 2nd down and 3. Now 2.5 to play in this contest. Of course, in the post-game show, announce our big deal player of the game, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game, coming up in that post-game show. Lots to get to in a good amount of time. Final score, it looks like Crosby Ironton wins over Mesabi East 30-8. Just down the road from us in Crosby. 2:19 counting downward here. 4th quarter action. Running right up the middle. It looks like Johnson, another good gain for about 5 yards. 2 minutes to play, setting up 3rd down and about 3. Players shuffling in and out of the lineup for both teams here as we are in this 4th quarter, with it being a 73-24 ball game. Gobblers move on to 2-0. They will be at Two Harbors next week. 0-2 will be Pine City. Weiner under center. Train rolling right by, as it'll be Peets with the carry. He'll bounce left side, trying to find the edge, go down to the end zone, but he'll be stopped. Not 1, but 2 flags thrown on the play, as this one's probably going to be coming back. Kind of a not so nice move by the Train coming by, blaring its horn as the play is going off.
All right, Colton Bauman on that stop.
Got a flag thrown as well. Looks like this will be, I believe, a holding against Pine City. That'll move them back with 91 seconds play here in this 4th quarter. After the penalty here, they'll mark off the penalty yardage from where the flag was thrown. And we'll set up now, backing them up even further. Just keeps on coming back here to about the 40-yard line of Aitkin for Pine City. All things hold up here in the next 91 seconds. 73-24 be the final score. Knock on wood as I say that, with Weiner back under center. 3-man backfield once again, giving handoff to Austinson. Left side from the 40s up to the 30-yard line, down to the 20 to the 15. Pushes off a Gobbler defender into the end zone. Touchdown.
You had your paper in the way there.
Yeah, I did. I didn't get direct contact, skin to wood there, but 73-30 now the score. See 2-point attempt coming up here for the Pine City Dragons. Aiden Austinson with a touchdown from 30 yards out. And we'll get the 2-point attempt coming up here with just 1:12 to go here in this ball game. As the 2-point attempt will be coming up here once they get the right personnel in off the sideline. 73-30 our current score, with 2-point attempt coming up. Weiner will give handoff to Austinson once again. He'll be stuffed shy of the end zone, and that will keep the score at 73-30. We'll keep it right here for the last chunk and change, if you will, here. Lance looking at the performance, looking, of course, first half mostly here for, of course, both teams as well. Aitkin
just
dominated all phases of the game, got the ball whatever way, offensively, defensively. Special teams contributed heavily tonight. We'll have to bring that up with Coach Hills in the post-game show, how the special teams contributed, setting up short fields for Aitkin. And again, they just took advantage in every phase of the game tonight.
Again, Gobblers controlled the clock, and they controlled the field position for the whole night.
The 1:12 to play here in the fourth quarter. Gobblers will get the kickoff back to them, and then they will take a knee, and then we will go to a break, and then we will come back. It'll be post-game showtime. That's usually how these kind of things develop here in the last few minutes of last few moments, I should say, of this contest here. Looking for maybe about a player short here on the return team.
Actually, I think that's Colton supposed to be out there. There he is. There he comes running.
That being Scout Team Player of the Week, Colton Bauman off the sideline. Late in the ball game with 1:12 to go, 73-30 our score, with that final soon to be coming here. The 1:12 separating us between us in triple zeros. At least a kneel down, maybe two in order for this after this kickoff. As the kick will be lifted and fielded right from the 20-yard line. The return man and Jacob Williams will take the knee with 1:05 to go, giving himself up. Gobblers will be set up first down and 10 right from their 21-yard line. Couple of knees, and that's all she wrote here. Now I have to go into the post-game show thinking about big deal player of the game, or Enbridge. I bring the energy player of the game tonight. We'll talk that over and hopefully catch up with those players to talk with and run down the numbers, run down how we got 73-30, 103 points total for all you math wizards at home. I'm just glad I came up with that final number so
very
quickly.
Good job. You had to carry a 0 or something.
I did. I didn't even have to take off my shoes to count that high.
Wow.
Gobblers
a lot
taking,
of toes there.
That'd be a lot of toes, a lot of foot to work with as well. Yeah. 73-30 our final score. Gobblers take the knee, and that will do it. Head to the we are the fourth quarter. We'll head to the final, and we'll head into the post-game show. Gobblers lead and win tonight by the score of 73-30. Gobblers victorious now 2-0 on this season. We will take a break. It's a post-game show. Here's the Gobblers win on the Gobbler, KKI, and also at rjbroadcasting.com with your live event.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
Right now, we are back on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1, final score, and also yourliveevent.com, 73-30. Aitkin Gobblers victorious over the Pine City Dragons. Paul Vold joined alongside Lance Bauman into the post-game show here on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. Gobblers victorious here tonight. Lots of scoring to get through here. We'll run down how we got to that final score at 73-30. So just mark down the last time that was scored. It was 73-30. All right. It was 8-0. First offensive series for the Aitkin Gobblers with 7:57 to go until halftime, with it being a 7:57 to go until halftime. Why does someone try and call me right now? With it being Jacob Williams, 6-yard touchdown pass, 6-yard touchdown run. Eli Christie set up that drive with an interception. 16-0 was the score with 5:18 to play until the first half. 35-yard punt return touchdown by Jacob Williams. Kane Byrne punched in the 2-yard two-point conversion. 24-0 was the score. A 5-yard run from Alex Palm on the rush touchdown after a fumbled kickoff. Then it was 30-0 after one quarter. It was a 4-yard touchdown run from Zach Enstrom. Then Kane Byrne also got a 1-yard run but did not come up with a 2-point conversion. Second quarter action, 38-0, with it being 6:53 left in the half, with a 45-yard run from Jacob Williams, Zach Enstrom, and it was Braden Smith on the 2-point conversion. 44-0, with it being 6:05 left in the first half. A 1-yard Kane Byrne rush touchdown after the fumble recovery, no good on the extra point. And 15-0 our halftime score with 31.5 seconds left. A Jacob Williams 35-yard touchdown run, extra point was no good. Then going into the second half, well, Jacob Williams' last appearance was a 56-yard rushing touchdown just 28 seconds into the second half, with that being the first play of the second half. 11:32 left in that third quarter. 57-8 it was, with Logan Galecki getting his first score of the night, 15 yards up. He would head into another score with 30 yards out with 59.6 seconds left to make it 57-16. 63-16 was just in the waning moments of the third quarter, with an Alex Palm 70-yard touchdown return on a kickoff. And then Braden Smith connected with Ian McNevin for that 2-point conversion. That would not be the last time that McNevin would get into the end zone. Now it was 65-24, 9:39 left, with Johnson, that being Logan Johnson, that is, being a 5-yard touchdown run, followed by a Braden Smith to Ian McNevin 45-yard touchdown pass with 73-24. That score was 6:08 left in the fourth quarter, and then it was 73-30 with 1:12 left in the fourth quarter, and it was Aiden Austinson from Pine City punctuating this final score at 73-30.
Here's a Gatorade.
Yeah, out of breath. Nonetheless,
need a break.
Lance, you look at, especially the first half, we had talked about it, heading into the post-game show, complete domination from the Aitkin Gobblers.
Again, the Gobblers on both sides of the ball. Again, a heavy emphasis on the special team plays. Heads-up balls by, the fumble recoveries, interceptions. It all happened right there on special teams. And, again, that was a turning point. The Gobblers came out and played ball really good, and the special teams, they stepped it up.
Final score right now at 73-30, our final score here on the Gobbler. Get a look here at the numbers from this final score. Hopefully catch word from Coach Hills coming up. 73-30 right now. We'll take a break. More at the postgame show coming up here on the Gobbler, as well as yourliveevent.com.
At Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
If your vehicle has an unfortunate mishap, you want the best in quality bodywork. You need to take it to Aitkin Body Shop. They can handle any collision or auto glass repair, and they have a state-of-the-art facility and technology. Open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Visit them at 421 North Minnesota Avenue. Towing services also available. Give them a call at 218-927-2883. Remember the name that stands for quality and trust. That's Aitkin Body Shop, providing exceptional auto body collision and paint repair since 1974.
Welcome back here to the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM translator 103.1. For those also tuning in online at rjbroadcasting.com, into the postgame show. 73-30, our final score as the Gobblers victorious here tonight. Now into the post-game show. Let's get Coach Alan Hills joining us here tonight. Coach, 73-30, but overall a complete performance from your team tonight, it looks like.
Yeah, 50 unanswered in the first half. Offensively, we were, kind of able to do things at will, which is always fun. Jacob Williams has made me look really smart for 2 straight weeks now, so that's, very appreciated. But our offensive line played fantastic. Our big talk was carry that second half and fourth quarter, specifically of Crosby, into this game, and we did that. Both sides of the ball. Right. The defense got us the ball in short yardage and early, and got a little momentum going, and just kind of carried that through.
Coach, especially when your offense gets set up in short fields, you get an interception early on from Eli Christie, you get a block punt, you get a good kickoff, you get multiple kickoff returns, including Alex Baum with a kickoff return touchdown too. Like we talked about, complete domination, but also just all phases of the game contributing in multiple ways.
Yeah, punt return touchdown, kick return touchdown, a couple fumble recoveries, a pick. It was one of those nights where it's like, we give a game ball away. It's tough to figure out who it is. It could be just about anybody. So Really proud of the guys. Just everything's clicking. They had a great week of practice, especially with that first week of school. It sometimes gets a little sketchy. So to see a great week and come out with a dominating performance like this is just fun to watch.
Coach, obviously, too, and you get an opportunity, especially for a majority of the second half, to get some of the young kids out there, too, and, let them get some varsity experience. I'm sure that was fun, not only for them, but also for the coaching staff to see.
Yeah, it's a good learning experience for some of them to see that, it steps up a little bit, even if it's sub down regardless of the side. But, we got some great contributions out of some of those guys. We threw our first touchdown pass of the year, so that's exciting with our backups, and just a lot of good things going on both sides of the ball tonight, and just exciting stuff.
Coach, you take a victory, 73-30. Now you hit the road for the first time and make that trip up to Two Harbors. I'll be there right with you guys up there too for next week, and you know what? It's back to an 0-0 start next week.
Yeah, absolutely. We know what Two Harbors is going to bring. They're a lot like this Pine City team. They're going to try to run it, and kind of do the kind of things that we do. And, last year we played them twice, and they were both dogfights, so we expect nothing less. They're a historically tough program and good program. So, should be a good game, but we're excited to get up there and see what we're made of on the road.
Coach, we certainly appreciate the time. Look forward to talking to you next week, too.
Thank you, Paul.
Coach Alan Hills for Aitkin Gobblers joins us here on the post-game show. Let's get to some of our players of the game here tonight. We'll go right ahead. We'll let Coach Hills get that squared away. Let's talk with our big deal player of the game here tonight, Alex Palm, joining us here on the post-game show. Alex Palm, kickoff return touchdown, and you almost wanted to take back a second one there with the second return. Yeah. First off, let's talk about that kickoff return. What were you seeing there? I know there was a mass of bodies coming through, but what did you see there to be able to get through there for that touchdown?
Oh, man, I just saw an ocean open up. My boys were blocking for me. I just ran through there, and then I saw two guys closing in on me. I thought I was going to be caught, and then I cut, and I just ran as hard as I could, honestly. I was scared they were going to be fast, so I sprinted, and that's what happened.
Second half, get a little bit more reps out of the backfield, too, rushing-wise, too. I'm sure that had to feel nice, too.
Yeah, that was really fun. I love running back. It's great. Last year I started on defense, and it's really fun to play a little bit of offense this year, so it's great.
Yeah, and especially with you being a senior for this group, you're 2-0 to start the year. You're getting contributions, especially tonight, all phases of the game, too, especially defensively. One of your teammates that's sitting right behind you, Eli Christie, set up you guys with a short field offensively as well.
Yeah. He actually saved me with his interception.
He did.
He did. I didn't make it to my zone that I was supposed to cover, and he covered it for me. He got it. So kudos to him. That was awesome.
We'll talk with Alex here. We'll be sure to get you your T-shirt as well here. Alex, thanks so much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you.
Got to talk with the Magic Man. And remember that from basketball season now into football season. Eli Christie joins us here on the post-game show. Eli, we get you with the, first drive of the game off defensively for your team. You get an interception. What did you see there to be able to get that pick?
Film was a big part of that. I think us D-backs have been just grinding out on film all week. We knew their routes. We knew what they were running, and I saw it, and I just jumped it, and the rest is history.
You get the angle, and Alex did say that you bailed him out there, too. That's got to be a good feeling, especially you can help out one of your teammates and also set up the offense with a short field, too.
Yeah, for sure.
How about on the offensive side? I know it's got to feel pretty good, especially with, the running game doing so well, but receiving-wise, too, the receivers got a little bit of action tonight as well.
Yeah, it's fun to be able to get some receiving yards in there. It's fun to get the ball in the air. Anything can really happen when that goes up, so it's fun when that starts.
Eli Christie, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game. I hate to say it, we don't have the shirts as of yet, so maybe next week we'll have it. We didn't have the shirts last week for Big Deal player of the game, but I'll be sure to write you down and get you next week. Thanks again, Eli.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have you guys hold on here just a second before we go to break. Of course, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete. A newer and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you from Enbridge. We'll take a break here on the post-game show. We've got to get to, of course, final numbers from this ball game, and then we will also get lined up with more. That is still coming up here on the post-game show as the Gobblers victorious here tonight, 73-30 on the Gobbler and at rjbroadcasting.com, yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Aitkin Schools. Keep informed with district news and information for parents, families, students, and staff with your visit to the Aitkin School website at home.isd1.org. Our mission at Aitkin Schools is to empower students to be lifelong learners and citizens by maximizing community, parent, and staff involvement while developing high expectations and achievement in a safe learning environment. We are ISD1.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Riverwood Healthcare Center in Aitkin provides total joint care for shoulders, elbows, hips, knees, hands, and wrists. Our team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons use innovative procedures to increase mobility and reduce pain. Get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at riverwoodhealthcare.org. Riverwood Healthcare, your trusted leader for orthopedics and sports medicine.
Hey, welcome back to the postgame show here tonight from Veterans Field in Aitkin on the Gobbler, KKIN, AM 930, FM 103.1 for those tuning in at yourliveevent.com. For the second straight week, you get to see my ugly mug for just the last few minutes of the postgame show. Paul Vold here on the broadcast here tonight as we do wrap things up here from Aitkin High School. Again, we'll look here at the final numbers. Aitkin Gobblers victorious, as you can see on the scoreboard, 73-30. Offensively for the Pine City Dragons, they finished the game with 14 first downs, 2 penalties in total for tonight. As rushing-wise, Logan Kalecki, who did have 2 second-half touchdowns, finished the game 94 yards rushing for 2 touchdowns. Ashton Seals also capped off the second half with 49 total rushing yards, and Aiden Austinson and also Ryan Johnson both finished with second half rushing touchdowns for the Pine City Dragons. Bryce Erickson on the night finished, looks like 3 for 9 passing for a total of 11 yards receiving, 11 yards in total. Mason Charles catching 2 balls for 11 yards in total for the Pine City Dragons. As the Dragons fall to 0-2 on the season, they will be at home against, looks like that'll be Hibbing coming up here next week. Aitkin Gobblers now 2-0 on the season. In total, 12 first downs on the night, 2 penalties in total as well. A stark contrast from last week, but 2 penalties that did extend a couple of drives, an interception as well for Eli Christie, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game tonight. Did get a sack from Walker Jones early in the ball game as well. In total on the night, well, it was Jacob Williams once again doing much of the heavy lifting, 174 yards rushing, had just 1 carry in the second half. First play of the second half, takes it from 56 yards out, ends up with 4 touchdowns on the night for the Gobbler running back. Alex Palm, our big deal player of the game, rushing touchdown, kickoff return touchdown, 28 yards rushing in total for him this evening. Kane Byrne with a 1-yard rushing score. Zach Enstrom with 1 rush for 4 yards. And then also seeing Zach Enstrom finishing 3 for 6 passing on the night for 28 yards. And Braden Smith firing up the first passing touchdown of the season for the Gobblers. He goes 1 for 2, 45 yards. That touchdown reception, Ian McNevin, 1 catch for 45 yards, while Braden Smith also had 1 catch for 2 yards. And then Eli Christie, 2 catches for 26 yards in total on the night. Gobblers victorious 73-30. They now are 2-0 as they will hit the road. Long road trip up to 2 Harbors on the North Shore coming up here next week. First time for me. I'll be going up to 2 Harbors. Let's see how that trip goes for everybody. The Gobblers 2-0 on the season. As we get a chance here as well, as we get a look at our out-of-town scoreboard as well. Again, we'll be joining us coverage of the Minnesota Twins taking on the Cleveland Guardians. That'll be coming up once we wrap up the post-game show here tonight. But final scores across our listening area, at least coverage-wise on homegrown local radio. Dilworth Glendon Felton wins a late one. They were down 34-28 with about 4.5 to go DGF wins 36-34 against Pequot Lakes on Talk 100 KLKS. Pine River Bacchus defeats Bagley by the score of 26-0. And then Crosby Ironton defeats Mesabi East by the score of 30-8. And then that was the last reporting score due to running clock. It was 43-30. Otter Tail Central takes down Pillager, and they finish, goodness, almost an hour ago at this point. That must be a nice feeling. But here on yourliveevent.com, and for those tuning in on KKIN, AM 930, FM Translator 103.1. Gobblers victorious 70-30, our final score here this evening. So the Gobblers move to 2-0 on the season. Complete performance for the Gobblers with offense, defense, special teams, first stringers, second stringers, all the way down to the third and fourth stringers, victorious and successful here tonight. A complete performance and a complete program for the Gobblers in this victory tonight against the likes of Pine City. So the Gobblers 2-0, Pine City falls to 0-2. Big thank you to everybody for tuning into tonight's broadcast. Of course, for the great folks from Pine City for allowing us to broadcast here tonight. The Aitkin Gobblers for allowing us as well to broadcast. And for you, listeners at home on Homegrown Local Radio, or for those tuning in at yourliveevent.com, thank you so much for tuning into tonight. If you hear some of our sponsors from our broadcast tonight and you want to learn more about those sponsors, we'll be sure to go out to those businesses and give them your patronage with shopping local here through the Lakes area. And you can always check out more by going to yourliveevent.com and rjbroadcasting.com. Looking at our broadcast schedule coming up, we've got another busy weekend. We start bright and early, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. NFL Fantasy Forecast on 3WI AM 1270. 96.3 FM. We'll have the Saturday Sports Wrap right here on the Gobbler. It'll be a 10 a.m. start. Now, that's going to move things around here with Golden Gopher football pregame, but it'll be on the Gobbler as well as rjbroadcasting.com. That's for the Saturday Sports Wrap. We will have Golden Gopher football starting pregame on Cash 95 starting at 9 a.m. Then we'll join the Gophers in progress on the Gobbler following afterwards as well. 10:30 tomorrow morning, we'll have NCAA football with the likes of Alabama at Texas. Get your day started. A good matchup as well. That'll be on 3WI AM 1270, 96.3 FM. NDSU football's at North Carolina A&T. 1:30 pregame as well. And then we'll have Minnesota Twins baseball taking on the Cleveland Guardians. 5:30 pregame on Real Country 94.3. Sunday comes rolling around. It's the return of the Minnesota Vikings. Let's go week 1 against the Cheeseheads. That's right. Green Bay takes on the Vikings. 2:30 pregame on your home for Minnesota Vikings football. That'll be on KKIN FM Real Country 94.3. That'll move the Twins over to the Gobbler, AM 930 FM 103.1 KKIN with a 12:30 pregame. And then Sunday night football on 3WI AM 1270. 96.3 FM with Tampa Bay at Dallas, 6:30 pregame, thanks to our friends at Westwood One Sports. Well, the Gobblers victorious 73-30, our final score. This has been a proud presentation of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated in the Brainerd Lakes area. For Lance Bauman, Linfield Hines, Aitkin High School, Pine City High School as well. And for you, all the listeners and the watchers at home, thank you so much for tuning in. Gobblers victorious this evening, 73-30. You have a wonderful rest of your Friday night and have a great weekend here with Homegrown Local Radio, yourliveevent.com. Good night, everybody.
Thank you.